Hello, happy new moon in Sagittarius, everyone. Welcome to my channel. And we have the 12/12 portal today as well too, and tomorrow's Mercury retrograde. So hell yeah. I got quite a list, all right, to begin with. So remember, this is live super chat. This is mini personal readings, 10 for a question, 15 if you want my advice, because I ain't giving it unless you tell me. All right, I've learned that lesson the hard way. And so the description box has the information on how this goes. But I also have the link pinned to the chat comments if you want to know how to pay. Hi, Isa. How are you? And yeah, we do live personal readings. Make sure if you're asking about a specific person, just give me a little bit of a heads up, whether you're in contact, not in contact, if you know the person, if this is a fantasy, if this is a famous person, I got to know something because I can only be up here for a couple minutes at a time. And so just let me know the connection status. You can give me whatever details you want if you want advice, because I'm a manifesting coach, so I'll always give you some advice pertaining to that and the universal laws. Great hair. Thank you, Angel Eyes. I just had it done today. I feel like it's funny because I was thinking Charlie's Angels when I looked on the camera. I was like, what's going on? Because I usually don't part it down the middle so much. I part it to the side, but she parted it in the middle today. I know you love my advice. I read your emails and I will go through that. And you should be feeling good in this energy. When is your birthday, though? Is it at the end of December or is it in January? Because you should be feeling good in this energy. This should be feeling more like your vibe. You know what I mean? Sagittarius. TB's here early, yes. Oh, so you're January 6th. We'll have to remember that. Underworld, Trilogy, Vampires and Lycans. The hair. Is that who I look like? You'll have to send email a pic. So, yeah. Got my hair done. It was just a touch up, but all right. So good times. All right. So we're gonna look at readings today. Remember, Kate Beckinsale. I'll take that. I get a lot of different people telling me, like, Sandra Bullock, and I'll get people sending me pictures of like famous people in like Colombia and things like that, and I'll be like, they don't look alike at all, the examples, but I'll take them. It's a compliment. I'll take it. God, I've gone my whole life thinking I was ugly, so I've got people telling me these kind of compliments. I'll take it. The British accent actress. The Underworld. Oh, is it the girl with the... Oh, Kate Beckinsale. That's who it was. Okay, the Underworld. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, all right. She did play that part, right? Yeah, Kate. I'll take it. All right. I guess I'm like fine wine. I get better with age. Hopefully it's, my grandmother, my Italian grandmother, by the time she was 40, she reached a certain look. And then when she died, just a few years back, like in her 80s, she looked the same. So maybe I'll be blessed with that. Right, wouldn't that be nice? Take it after my Italian Nana. SR, hi. Sending kisses. Wow. Thank you, Isa. That's a huge compliment. Look at me. I'm starting to blush. I've got to own it, huh? I got to learn how to own it. I'm working on my power. I'm working on accepting compliments. I really am. I've been doing that for a while, trying to. And I don't even know if I have the touch up on my screen here. Yeah, I got it touched up a little bit. Can hide where I might need some Botox. My mom's brother is Italian. Gotta be Italian. I've got the most Italian in me. You gotta have that. Oh, I've got Italian, Irish, Scottish, and Indian. You know, I'm a scrapper. All right. So we do know that we're going into retrograde here, and we know, like, I will sit here and go on tangents and talk, and I hope it's serving you guys all well. It's funny because a lot of people, I say a lot, but a few people that I've talked to in my personal life, like even my hairdresser today, and Natalia, I'm gonna put up a new moon meditation tonight from Natalia after I do this live. She did it for the channel, so even she was having trouble uploading. So you know that there's gonna be all that crap with technology, uploading, speaking, it's all that stuff, right? But other than that, it seems like a really good energy for reflecting, doing a lot of self-reflection. I know that I've been brought back into my past a little bit, and things like that. It was 12/12 at 12/12. Talk about synchronicity. So remember, retrogrades do bring back reflection, though. So when something does come up for you, and even if it's a past person that's hurt you, or an ex, try to look at what your higher self's trying to bring to you. There's a message in there, right? It's not always that, oh, they're thinking about me or they need to talk to me. Could be there's a message in there that needs to be looked at for your now present moment. So we had Nas right out the gate. Nas said, I'm sick of being like fifth or sixth or last. She used to come in first all the time. She beat you all. Angel, you're slacking. You got Nas and Emma came in. Boom. Then you came in. Right. So we got Nas first front row. And I got a new deck, a new tarot deck, the Muse deck. So we're going to use that today. And we're going to put Nas up. And if anybody comes in when I'm doing a reading, I will update the list after I'm done with each reading so I don't interrupt. Mountain Girl, howdy. Thought you were going to try to not go off on them. No one hacked you. Hi, Jake. Hi, Monange Tarot. I'll put you on the list as soon as I'm done with Nas. And Jake he's a Sagittarius. He had a birthday recently too. Remember, we wear our crown the entire month. So you guys who were born in Sagittarius season, it's still your birthday. My stepdad's birthday was yesterday. All right, so Niche came in, and I see. All right, Nas, I'm sorry. Let me just put this list up. I got Mon and Niche. Nisha. If I know I spelled your name wrong. I didn't mean to. I was just typing quick. So, all right. So let's get it going. All right, Nas. All right. Oh, oh God, this is gonna be fun. You know what's funny? Yeah, Niche, I know your name. You know that. I didn't mean to spell it wrong. I was going fast. And I always say Nisha. I always add an A at the end. So we've got a Scorpio scoping out the Cancer. I'm telling you, my phone, every time I talk on my live, I always get like feeds and I go through reels and stuff. So I start seeing signs. And it's funny because one came up about Cancer and Scorpio. And it was like the Cancer and Scorpios have a hard time opening up at first because they feel something for each other so deeply at first that it can scare both of them and make them go back into their, shells. But if they can get past, if they're healthy enough to get past, feeling that intensely, they're in it to win it forever. That's it. So you got a Scorpio who's sniffing your tail. Let me see. Let's see, whatever comes up, whatever you find. We've spoken a lot lately. This is a really good time, Naz. This energy we're in right now, and Sagittarius is new beginnings. A lot of new beginnings happening, and new relationships. You know what I say? I'm just gonna say, just go with it and trust. Trust where it's taking you, and don't analyze it. You've done enough work and enough thinking that you trust yourself, right? It's all about trusting yourself. You know you're not going to guide yourself down the wrong path. So open up and see where it takes you. Irby. It's Furby. Jennifer, hi. All right. So we're looking at Scorpio. Let me get into, I'll say hi to everybody in a second. I got to tap into Naz's energy. She's going, come on, Frankie, I'm driving. Speak it. Speak the truth. We're looking at a Scorpio, so you know I'm going to give you what I think, especially when it comes to a Scorpio. All right. Let's see Scorpio's feelings towards you, and thoughts and intentions. And yeah, well, you don't have to jump into the relationship, but yeah, let me see, the Hierophant, they do want a relationship, huh? So that's the problem. Your Scorpio is looking for a relationship. Your Scorpio wants a relationship, and Scorpios, to be honest with you, are the Judgment card and water energy, which is all about, the truth, the higher, they're either not in a commitment or they're totally in a commitment. So the Hierophant's showing up. So I do see that that's really what they want. And yeah, he's ready for one. So it's going to be a tough call for you, because you being a Cancer, you're going to be very indirect about this, and you're going to be going back and forth, because there's a part of you that wants the connection and wants the nurturing of the relationship, and you're going to love the attention you get from a Scorpio. But you're going to be constantly doing your little back and forth wishy-washiness, what we call it, because you are still battling your own inner conflicts. The thing is that the Scorpio is not gonna, if they're ready for a commitment, they'll flirt with you, and they're gonna keep trying. But if they don't get somewhere eventually, they might, especially if they're in their feelings like that, they can only go one way or the other. You know what I mean? Like, if they're not going to get a relationship from you, they're going to strictly make it sexual. And then it's just going to be a sexual relationship. And then you don't want a Scorpio to detach from their emotions. Yeah. Yeah, well, and so you're very honest about it. And when okay, so I'm glad you said that, because when you're very open and honest about where you're at and what you're going through, then you've already won your Scorpio over, because they're not going to hold that against you. A healthy Scorpio. I mean, I'm only speaking straight from a Scorpio's mindset. I'm on my mindset and a Scorpio traits, right? Your Scorpio moon knows exactly what you're talking about. So the more honest you are with them, then that's it. I mean, you're already building a relationship, whether you're ready to take it to the next step or not. But what I can say is they're being very honest about that's their intentions. They're looking to be with somebody in a relationship. Which can be difficult, because Cancers can take a little bit longer to make a decision and commit, right? So if it gets to a point and they are looking for a commitment, if you wait too long, there could be somebody else that comes into their life. And then when that happens, that's when you're going to be like, wait a minute, I missed my Scorpio's attention. And then it's going to be a big mess. So you're really in a stage right now where you're going to have to just trust the process. I guess enjoy it instead of blocking it and see where it takes you. You know your higher self. If you're being 100% honest and open, you're going to be able to guide the situation exactly where it's meant to go, right? But if you block it, you're never going to know where it could go. Does that make sense? And so I wouldn't block the situation. And it seems like you're already doing. You've spoken a lot lately, but I like to keep about my mind. Didn't mean for it to rhyme. So I do see the four of swords here. It was in reverse, but that's just, I'm gonna read both. And I've got the Muse of Materials here showing up. So they are definitely thinking about long term. In this new deck, I've got the Muse is the King. So the King of Pentacles. Your person is definitely focused. They're ready. They've taken enough time to chill, because the Four of Swords in reverse is somebody who's coming out of a break. They're coming out of silence. They're coming out of recouping, right? And they're ready to be focused on, they know what they want. All right. So this person knows what they want. The Muse of Materials in this deck is really the end game. So they use the word muse because it's like, this is what the end all be all will look like for me. And they're looking at the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is looking at their whole entire life ahead of them. I want security, stability. I want love. I want to be nurtured. I want to have a commitment. I want to have long term. All right. So the way they view you right now is the Queen of Cups in reverse. So you're coming up for yourself in reverse. So I like that, because you're being honest with them. Like, you're holding back a little bit of your emotions, and you're not ready to completely open up. And so it's showing here that you are showing up like that. All right. So the Queen of Emotions, you're not 100% ready to open up your emotions. And that's going to be the only thing that holds this back from moving forward. Your Scorpio would move forward with these cards in a heartbeat. All right. Because when a Scorpio chooses to open up to somebody, which isn't a lot, they see potential. They won't waste their time on, it's just a fixed energy. Most fixed energies are kind of like that. You know, fixed energy looks at sustainability. What's sustainable? Fixed energies are already looking at the future to see, what needs to be done so that we can map out a plan, And so they do see you as being sustained, like somebody they could sustain a relationship for long term. So they're showing interest. While you're the Queen of Emotions in reverse, it's going to kind of block this from moving forward, but they at least see that you're not open 100%. You're not showing your whole self. You're not giving your whole self. And I have the Six of Voices in reverse. So the Six of Voices is the swords in this deck. So the Six of Voices kind of tells me two things about your person. One, they're not going to move on quickly. They're not going to move on quickly. All right. So they will give it everything they got, probably, to get your attention and to see if they can win you over. And this is where that you always see on the chats, Cancers and Scorpios going back and forth. And you'll be on tarot for the next 2 years talking about your Scorpio. All right. And it's like, they're not going anywhere quickly. But they can also see that it's not going anywhere just yet. It's not going anywhere. It's not moving. All right. So there is an energy of a Five of Swordsy energy showing up, with the Four of Swords being in reverse and the Six of Swords being in reverse. It kind of points at the Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords can show there's a lot to work through. All right. There can be some confusion, frustration, disappointment. There can be arguing. There can be, it's almost like, until you, with the Queen of Emotions, because you're in reverse, until you decide to open up your heart fully and make a choice, it's going to kind of keep this situation in the Five of Swords, the energy, which can be very confusing, right? A very confusing energy. And it can also be a no-win situation. Like, if you're not going to budge, it's going to keep it in that where do we go? And, at some point we got to make a decision of what we're going to do. And somebody's going to eventually move on, right? So that's pretty much giving you kind of a timeline of where the energies are coming in now and where it could lead to right now, just in the current energy. So it'll be fun for a minute. You'll get all the attention you want from Scorpio, but they will eventually be like, I'm looking, and they're like, if you're not going to open up to them, it'll confuse them so much that they'll feel like it's a no-win situation. But if you trust the process and you're honest with them, and you just know that you're not ready for a relationship, and you kind of open up more and more and more, you're allowing yourself to at least have a connection with this person, and you're developing a relationship that has potential. And it's not really leading somebody on, but it's allowing something to unfold. And it'll also help you decide what it is you really want to do, instead of holding back out of fear. So don't block the process. See where it takes you. You just don't make any decisions during that don't feel comfortable, that don't feel right. Right? But you're allowed to have a relationship and to be open and see where things go. And you know, they'll know if it's not going to go anywhere. That's what I'm getting. All right. And I do have the Magician card. So the Magician card is saying anything's possible at this time. They obviously are into you, and let's see if I can, see anything else that they might. The Magician card is the Law of Attraction card. It's like, I'm seriously attracted to you. They're, let's see, anything else you can tell me about their attraction towards. All right. The Knight of Voices. They love your sarcasm. They love how witty you are. They love talking to you. They love communicating with you. So you already have a bonus with them. Maybe you're direct with them. Maybe it's the honesty. It's being direct. Maybe you're straightforward with them. A straight shooter, very creative. And so they definitely love that about you. That's what attracts them to you. The Three of Voices is showing up, though. Three of Swords. So it's in reverse. So they know that you're dealing with heartbreak. They know that you're going through a difficult time. They know you have to make a difficult choice. So it does seem like they might be moving fast. So they may be moving faster than you need right now, but it seems as though they're aware of it. They know it. They are aware that they're very sensitive to what's going on with you. They know that you're going through separation or whatever. I've got the World here card, and it's in reverse. So it definitely seems like they're not moving on just yet. They're not going to move on, but they know that you need to find closure and complete your chapter before things move forward. All right. So that's what I can get you for now. So anything's possible at this point is what I'm getting. We'll have to see how it unfolds a little bit more. But I will say that they probably won't sit around if they think that if it's just out of boredom. Like if you're just bored. If you're authentic with them, though, and they know, that you really are interested, or you are showing some sort of interest, they won't let go of the connection. I'll tell you that right now. If they're invested in you, and if you're invested in opening up with them, they won't let go of the connection. All right. Let's move on. Somebody else, I think, let me update the list. We had Mountain Girl, and we had NM. So let me put. Mountain Girl and NM, and we had somebody else come through too. Angel, I see Angel came in, and Angel. So let's see. An Angel. All right, so I'm updating the list right now. Neil, hi. Neville, Rodney, hello. Good afternoon. All right, let's see. Emma is next. Where's Emma? Is she here? All right. All right. Let's see. You know, I remember when I was younger, there was a singer named Neville. Or I heard that name and I remember saying, that's an odd name. I've never heard that name. And I was like, now as an adult, you hear it everywhere. You see it everywhere. It's S's birthday tomorrow. Should I reach out again? My intuition says yes. One of my daughters is dating a man she used to date 10 years ago and is now dating him again. It seems serious. Is this the one? I'm working when you come on. Oh, she's working. Okay, I see. Let's see. Yeah, Neville, famous country singer. There was somebody else too when we were younger. There was another Neville. There's been a couple Nevilles that used to pop up, but I mean, obviously, I can't pin them, but there's been a lot of famous names. Aaron, thank you. Is that who I'm thinking of? Aaron Neville. All right, it's S's birthday tomorrow. Should you reach out again? Let's see what the cards say. Your intuition says yes, but is it your intuition or is it ego? Because our intuition sometimes doesn't feel good. We don't want to hear no. Let's see. We don't like when our intuition says no. All right. So, the Nine of wait a minute, I got the cards upside down. Sorry. Let me shuffle again. It was the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is determination. It's like, don't give up, move forward, you know. Let's see. I've got the Knight of Inspiration. So the Knight of Inspiration in this deck is the Wands. If you feel inspired, take inspired action. That's that card. And I've got the Muse of Materials. So the King of Pentacles. And I've got the Four Voices in reverse here for you too. And I've just been shuffling this. So Four Voices in reverse can say coming out of no contact. So I would say think about it, be practical about it, be down to earth about it. Don't set any expectations. You might be planting some seeds. Sending a happy birthday. It says take inspired action with the Knight of Wands. So if you honestly are feeling inspired to say, you know, look, I got the Ace of Inspiration underneath. So the Ace of Wands. If you're feeling, and you know the difference between inspired action and ego, right? Our ego wants it because it wants it, right? But inspired action, you don't even think twice about it. You're like, yeah, it feels good. If there's no fear behind your decision, Emma, if there's no fear, then what the hell are you afraid of? Right? Send them a happy birthday. Even if they're grumpy or they're still sitting in their ways and they're still being stubborn, right? Everybody loves to get a happy birthday. All right. And I just see the Three of Swords in reverse. So that could mean that, it could be the start of the reconciliation. So one of your daughters, let's see, one of your daughters is dating a man she used to date 10 years ago and is now Dating him again. It seems serious. Is this the one? Let's see what I get. Emma's a working woman right now. She's in her Queen of Pentacles energy. She's getting her shit done. She's getting her castle fixed up for me to come visit. Are you doing that Airbnb thing? You get that Airbnb going, you let me know. All right. So is this the one? Is this the one? Let's see. To your daughter. All right. I've got the the materials in this card. I'm going to just say the Pentacles. All right. So I don't confuse you guys. So the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. All right. And I have the 10 of Pentacles. All right. So the 10 of material, the 10 of Pentacles is saying there's a potential here. Yes. I'm going to say yes. But the 9 of Pentacles in reverse is showing a little bit of uncertainty or not stable or not sure. So maybe your daughter is questioning the stability of the relationship or feels insecure about it, or the person does. But the 10 of Pentacles shows that there's a possibility here for long term. I've got the 7 of Pentacles here. So they've got the 7 of Pentacles. So they were dating 10 years ago. The 7 of Pentacles is, now they're at a standpoint. Can they work past whatever was not stable back then? The 7 of Pentacles is with patience. This could move to the 10 of Pentacles. So I'm going to go with yes. I'm just going to say that there's a block here, that it could be money, it could be stability, it could be insecurities, it could be codependency, it could be anything like that. So it does look like with a little bit of work, they're going from 7 to 10 of Pentacles. So this could be long-term stability, but there's something that needs to be worked on when it comes to earthy things, material world. Can this person give your daughter what she needs? Or can she give this man what he needs? It could be those kind of things. The Pentacles, practical things, realistic things that we need to live, grounded, roots. All right. So I would say that these cards are pulling for them to pull forward. Yeah, I love these cards. I got an Edgar Allan Poe deck too, but I know all my Poe experts out there, and I'll pull cards and I don't remember everything about all the artwork. So I'm like, ooh, do I want to pull that one out and get called out on, even though I love Edgar Allan. It was an awesome show. Let's see. Angel eyes. Enjoy your day at work, Emma. All right. So I know, yeah, I'm like, I was listening to your email. I was reading your emails, Angel. And I'm like, where are you? All your people have health. You're right. It seems like all your people, are you dating in your age group? I mean, you have kind of like, it's like, are you shopping over at I'm being funny, guys, the old folks homes? I'm only playing. A lot of people dealing with stuff and it's no joke. Again, remember what I was just saying to like Nas. You're like the Scorpio in her life. You're ready. You're so ready to go, right? And you're connecting with people that are still kind of dealing with stuff, and it's hard for them to just jump the fence with you. And you're so ready to jump the fence. And I'm appreciative of that energy, believe me. But I also know what it's like to not be ready to jump the fence, but still want to be interested. Like I was talking to somebody not a while ago, and it was like I wasn't ready at the time to get like nonstop texts or like shit, I just wasn't in the place. I was lonely. You guys have been with me for since I was started, but it's like I'm always saying in the past, I was ready, but I really wasn't ready. I wanted the attention and I wanted to connect with somebody, but when they were giving it to me, I kept finding people like you that were ready to just jump all in. And so I would pull back away and then you wouldn't hear from me. All right. And the thing is I wanted to, but it was too much for me at first because, I'm going through something, or I was going through something. And it means that, you might be in this great mood all the time. And then sometimes I'm not in a great mood. And then I'm like, well, I'm not laughing at the joke they sent. And like now being more ready than ever, it's like, I'm good. I'm ready to move forward. So you might be, you know what I mean? You might be connecting with people who are just like in that transition phase. They're changing their lives. They're going through something. And it's not that they don't want you or want to be with you, but they just may need to take it a little bit slower and just a little bit more compassion. But then this is where it comes in with you. Like you're more like me, I can still kind of coast. I can take it, I can move slow. I'm Virgo, right? I can move slow, right? So I don't, but you're a fire. Fire has to move super fast. And so it comes down to, it's not that you're being rejected, it's that can you handle, slowing down your pace for people. And I honestly, just knowing you, don't think you want to, and you shouldn't have to. And so I kind of look at this like you might not be able to see this because it's frustrating for you. You're trying, you're going, you're doing everything you want to do, you're doing everything the right way, but you're having to go through a lot to get to the one you want. And every time you keep going, you're getting closer and closer to what you want. But I feel like you're one that wants to move fast and is on the same page, is right. You're going to just go. You're not even going to question it. But you're getting so close to that because every single person that you've gone through a dates with and problems with have gotten closer and closer and closer. And you've gotten more excited and more excited because you're getting so close to the win. Yeah, that could be it too. Yeah, they're trying to match your energy. They're trying to give you what you want, and then they need to go recoup. Whereas, are you really introverted? I mean, if you're connecting with people that are introverted, and they're learned extroverts, like myself, I'm very social on the outside, but I've got to go recharge. My Sagittarius friend, I need a break from her sometimes. When I was up there, when we went all out and everything, she's like ready to go all the time, and I'm the perfect co-pilot. I'll go anywhere you want to go. And even she like, I had to say no to some of the things. I'm like, wow, I need some recharge. So I think that's what's happening because your people keep coming around, and it's just you're more ready, I think, to go like balls to the wall. So let's see. Got a date with Gemini in a few days. Yeah, I'd keep an eye on the Gemini. I know I'd keep an eye on the Gemini, right? Because the red flags are starting to show up around Gemini, and so you just want to make sure. It seems like it could be fun and you could have a good time with Gemini, but I would definitely there has been a couple red flags popping up that you've said I've seen, and when you're typing, and so maybe just kind of go with the flow, pull back a little bit with that one, but still have fun. So the Strength card, as I said that for Gemini. So maybe pull back a little bit and pay attention and observe And the Gemini could actually grow into something, but don't try to jump, don't leap in too quick, because you've got to decide what's really happening there. So have fun with it right now. Pay attention to the red flags with Gemini. The Strength card is saying hold back, but also see where it goes. All right. I do have the Lovers in reverse with the Gemini energy. So again, the Lovers in reverse can be, not on the same page all the time. And it could be your Gemini, their intentions might just be for that. All right. They might not be in it for, they might be in it for play, not to stay. So you did heard from Sag and Cappy, so no plans with either. Cappy works a lot. New Pisces not going to work out. Yeah, you already said that. I wouldn't float on Pisces. All right, so let's see who's coming towards you. We do have the Lovers card, so the Lovers card is showing up, and I see seeing there's still that energy, and right now is a good energy to kind of new beginnings, like we were talking about. And I still have Cancer on my mind sometimes. Yeah, that's because you didn't get the closure you wanted. You didn't get the closure you wanted. Nas is here to tell you it might take a little bit of time, with Cancer. I will tell you, I've had battles with my own Cancer. That sounds awful. I don't want to take that, Cancer person. And there was a couple years where, and then we ended up talking and forgiving, like doing this, like reconciling. Now it went a couple years because we're both stubborn and just would trigger and piss each other off. And I think that was more me just pissing him off on purpose. It was really kind of horrible. I was mad. All right. So, but the thing is though, is that they don't like to leave. They don't like to not have closure either. All right. So trust in that, I think, with the Cancer. And I know it's always going to be on your mind because there's no closure there, but you'll get it. Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to trust inspired action. I think it's too soon. I think you need to be in a place where you can completely see the situation totally differently and where you're not emotionally invested. So your emotions need to kind of work itself out a little bit, because right now, if you were to reach out and you didn't get the response that you want, it's just going to send you back 10 steps. All right. So I don't agree with that. Take an action right now. And I do see the King of Swords. All right. So the King of Swords is showing up for Cancer. And I will tell you, when a water sign, I pull an air sign. When I pull the King of Swords for a water sign, that is a very stoic energy. All water signs can put up their guards, and it's a steel that you cannot get through. You cannot get through until they're ready. The King of Swords makes a decision, and they stay true to their decision until it's hard to sway them. When they're ready, they will take down that guard and they will communicate. But right now, you're going to get somebody who is staying firm in their decision and is doing what they think is best. And so also not thinking from their emotions. So you wouldn't get the response, I think, that you would get. And you may get a response, but it's not going to get you where you want to go. So if you just wait it out, you may get when you let time subside, people can forget about how they felt. I know this. So when you get a little bit further out there, they might not be in their emotions as much. They'll be more open to open up for you. Yeah, so I'm seeing that Gemini. I'm just saying, pay close attention to the little flags that are showing up. All right, could still turn into something. The Lovers card did come up, but just make sure their intentions are real. The cards, the Lovers came in reverse. Aquarius, As a water sign. Yeah, I know. It's wild that Aquarius is the air sign, but Aquarius is you guys are all you're ruled by Uranus, and that's Mercury upgraded. So it's all about communication technology and air energy, even though you're the water bearer. I know, that was funny, the billboard with my mug. You should do it. Who's coming towards you? All right, I have 3 of inspiration. So who's coming towards you is on the horizon. You're not, like I was saying earlier, you've been putting a lot of work in the waiting game. You've been doing the work, but you're at the 3 of Wands. It's right. You're not that far from a huge milestone. Look at this, the Empress. The Empress card is showing up. Could be a Taurus energy that's coming towards you. Maybe you gave up on that Taurus a long time ago and they finally went, all right, thanks for letting me come forward, right? But I don't want to do that to you, because I know that was not a good, don't go back. All right. But what I will say is all this work has made you love yourself more and value yourself more, because you got the 3 of Wands and you have the Empress. So everything that you've been through right now has taught you to be more empowered and know your worth. No, not that Taurus, a new Taurus. All right. So you know your worth. And this process you've gone through, look at this. You got the Queen of Voices. You're standing in your truth more. You could have an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini coming towards you too. So for signs, I'm getting an air sign and I'm getting an earth energy. So I know that we can't go, it could be any kind of sign, but for the most part, it looks as though you will find yourself with an air or an earth sign next step. All right, because you're at the 3 of Wands, moving to the 4 of Wands. So yes, you're learning your power. I can see it. Everybody can see how much, how much all of us have grown, even in the past few months. And you're getting through things quicker, and you're not holding on as quick, and you're like, all right, I got this, and you're moving forward. So you never know. I'm seeing an earth energy, or maybe earth, and if it's air, so they could have a lot of air in their chart, which tells me, though, it could be any sign, but they're very grounded and they're very logical. So you're going to be dealing with somebody who is practical, logical. They may take their time. They like to they might start off really slow, but once they're involved with you, they won't move slow. You got to remember that. I don't care how earthy you are. I don't care how much air you have. When they make a decision, they go there. Once they make that decision, they're in it for the long haul, right? But a water and fire sign are more about passion and emotions, and so we can get invested a lot quicker. So just remember that. All right, that's what I got for you. Yeah, as long as it's not hot air. I didn't see any fire there. It was earth and air, so good qualities. All right. Fernando is back. Fernando used to beat all you guys. He was always first in line, and he is here. You're welcome. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you. I'll be in all signs tomorrow, but I'll see you guys in membership tomorrow too. All right. Fernando. Yeah, people always take breaks, come back around. I don't get upset. Even sometimes I'm like, I need a break from this. All right, where's Fernando? All right. All right, so wants to know what I see in love for Fernando. I remember talking to a Fernando, I think, when I was on the road, and I don't know if it's you, Fernando. You'll have to let me know. Was it about like the website and stuff or something? I was so like when I was on the road traveling, I was like, I wasn't ready to do anything with that kind of stuff. I don't know if that was you. That was sent me something, or if it was another Fernando, or if I have the name wrong. But if it was you, let me know. I remember I was interested in something, but it wasn't the right time for me. What's coming to Fernando for love? Ooh. All right. All right. So you're stressing about something. We got the Magician card, and we've got the Queen of Emotions. So I do have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a Gemini. I do see the Eight of Emotions, and I see the Five of Voices, which is the Eight of Cups and the Four of Swords. I mean, the Five of Swords. So I don't know if like you're still hurting or still upset or still stressing about walking away from something. But it looks as though you've been taking care of yourself, your feelings. You have the Queen of Emotions here, so it does seem like your intuition is telling you to walk away from something, making a decision. The Magician card is showing, though, that you're attracting in, especially being in the Queen of Emotion, the Queen of Cups energy, you're attracting in new potential. When the Magician comes in a love reading, that means that you're vibing on a Queen of Cups energy, and which means that you're in a very feminine energy, which is receiving. And so a lot of people attracted to you on a deeper level, and a lot of romance, or but it looks as though you're still questioning or stressed out about a situation that maybe you should have walked away from, or you have already, and it's still bothering you though because it was tough. You have the Ten of Pentacles, though. You're looking for long term, and the Ten of Pentacles is showing me it could be an earthy energy around you, because I have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which shows me an opportunity. Just let go a little bit. Let go and open up and be open to receive what's coming towards you. You may be overthinking, or you're just letting your thoughts get the best of you in your head, obviously in your head, but your thoughts getting the best of you. The Ten of Materials, you know what you want. So only accept opportunities with people that you know are 100% in it to win it, in it for the long haul. The Queen of Emotions is telling me that you're highly intuitive. You know what makes you feel good. So whatever's not making you feel good right now, whatever you're confused about right now, whatever you feel like somebody's deceiving you or frustrating you, or you feel like it's a no-win situation, if it doesn't feel good, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. At this point, you're looking for the Ten of Pentacles, somebody long term. And there is an opportunity coming toward you. I want to say with the Magician card here that Gemini energy, somebody who's the trick of all trades, they can do a lot of things. They're very crafty. They're very, they seem like they have a skill for everything. They seem like they know a bit of everything. Could be somebody too, a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, who's also very emotional and is emotionally available. All right. And I have the Star card here. So the Star card could be an Aquarius energy. The Star card is saying what you desire desires you. Don't lose faith in your connection. Don't lose faith in a connection to what you're trying to call in, what you're manifesting in. The Star card is showing wish fulfillment. So it also is telling me that maybe in some cases, I don't know your backstory, so that's why I kind of give you different scenarios. I know some of it, but I see if somebody has walked away from you, the Star card can show that you guys still desire each other and you're coming into alignment. All right. So don't ever give up on your hopes and wishes in your connection. Don't ever let anything I say stop you from manifesting in exactly what you want to manifest in. Because if you desire it, then you desire it. All right. But if that's the case and you're wanting to, if you think you should walk away, but you don't know if you can, the Five of Swords will mess with your manifestation. The Five of Swords will constantly cause restrictions in your manifestation. So you'll keep coming up against a no-win situation with somebody you're trying to manifest in. So trust in the universe with that star card and having faith in the connection and letting go. The Six of Swords will come in where you kind of move forward. You'll see movement with somebody in your past. But if you've already walked away from somebody or a situation or thinking about it, you're walking towards the next relationship coming towards you, possibly being the opportunity for you for long-term commitment, which could be an earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have the Magician card, Gemini, and we have Aquarius. All right, so it shows me very earthy. It shows me a very well-rounded person, somebody who's very grounded, who's very wealthy or working towards their wealth, somebody who is very thoughtful, somebody who's very social with the Aquarius energy, somebody who's very maybe different. They might be a little bit eccentric, or they're kind of like they're just like a free bird. I always think of my Aquarians as social butterflies, social free birds, right? They can just be different. They walk against the grain, they step out of the norm. And we have somebody who is just really crafty, very skilled, whether it's with their words, with their hands, with whatever. And we have somebody also who's emotionally available and in tune with their emotions and very romantic. So you've got everything here but fire energy, but I would say that maybe you're bringing the fire to the table. And also a queen of emotions. Water and fire are both passion and emotions. So maybe you guys bring the passion together. I don't know. It's kind of corny, but it's a very well-rounded person coming your way. And we have the Eight of Cups here. So you're evolving. And just remember, the Eight of Cups shows somebody who's looking right at the Nine of Cups. You know exactly, that's pure self-love. You know exactly what you deserve. You know exactly what you want. And your eyes on the prize with the Star card. All right. Yes, I just started, Fallen Star. You can totally jump on in. And welcome back, Fernando. I miss you. Thank you for coming back. All right. TB. I have your question. I pinned it, actually. So let's see. There it is. All right. Let me see. I think somebody else came through, too. So let me update. Oh, Naz again. Naz is like, she's on fire today. I got to catch it up. I got to get it when it's going good. On fire. Let me see. Naz. Let me update the list for you guys and take off the ones I've done. I did a new moon activation before. Guys, get your activations in. I sound so corny. I could see why people are like, what the hell? People in my life, right? When I'm talking, I'm going out. I'm talking to my brother when we were out, and he's like laughing at the way I'm talking. I use the same words I'm using on here. I have to learn how to talk in normal again to people. They should be working the payment links because everybody else is kind of going through. Try PayPal. They should be working though. If not, try the links down in the description box. Yeah, I guess everybody's in a playful mood today. All right, so let's see, TB. Let's get it going. All right, let's do this. And okay, so Taurus. It's funny. It's like everybody's talking about Tauruses lately. And Let's see. Let's see what I got for you. One of my good friends is a Taurus, is on here, so I get to get the like kind of insight of a Taurus. And so now when I see the Tauruses, I'm like, oh, I got you covered. I've had a lot of friends in my life that are Tauruses, but one of my good friends right now, who's a guy, is a Taurus. And let's see if I can help you out. Let's see if I got any goodies on it. I told him I was going to do that too. Oh, I forgot to say about the activation. I did a new moon activation before I started the video, so I love doing that before I do my lives. But I was going to say, just, you know, today's a good day to set your intentions and do meditations. Let's see. So you sent a cash app. Taurus and I are meeting next week for a face-to-face convo. Can you tell me what the outcome will be? His current feelings. Why stop no contact? All right. So when you say why stop no contact, like he wants to still contact you, and you're curious to why. So I'm going to go and say that this is the first step to open in the doorway, TB. All right. So don't overanalyze the situation. Don't try and figure out everything right out the gate, right? Oh, still no contact. All right. I got you. All right. But you're meeting up. So how did you plan to meet up if you're in no contact next week to talk? Oh, yes, we got payment in the house. She's a Taurus too. So I've had a lot of Taurus girlfriends in my life. So I get the Taurus, you know. I've only known a couple male Tauruses in my life. But Taurus is Taurus. Taurus is Taurus. Let me see. So we got another Taurus here to help out here. But okay. So I'm going to go with intuitively, I'm thinking they're not opening up the doors of contact with you because the communication is bad between the two of you. All right. Yeah. So they're keeping the conversation to in person, and that's a Taurus thing. All right. Taurus, you know, prefer that. Yeah. So Tauruses they're all about their senses. See, feel, hear, touch, be in front of you. They want to hear your voice. They want to see your face. They want to talk to you. If you're having miscommunication on a phone and they're being, you're just going to piss them off, or you're going to push them away, right? So my guess is the reason why you're meeting up next week is because they still are invested. They're not going to meet up with you if they're not invested. But they don't want you to screw it up by saying something to piss them off through text. All right. So that is my 100% honest truth. I believe that. And honestly, I would do the same thing. Like if we were always miscommunicating, I'm like, you need to call me. You need to call me. We need to talk. I need to see you. I need to see, as a Scorpio, I need to see your body movements. I need to see your face. I need to read your vibe. Because you can send, some people are so good with words, they can send any vibe over the phone. And then I can also misread that, you know, unless I really know you in person and I know who you are, but I need to feel the vibe. So that is why they're doing this. So what I'm going to say to you is that they're giving you another chance. In a sense, you want it, right? You want this chance. So basically you're looking at it from that point of view. They're giving you another chance. They're still invested in you. And so if you even have, they're a fixed energy. So if you even have their attention to do this, then you still got your foot in the door though. So try to forget about, what's your sign again? Try to forget about what's making you mad about the situation. Try to get over that, whatever, all the other little things. Cause look at what's important. She's very cute. Look at what's, okay. You're a Leo. You are fire. You just, it can be drama. You're looking at the drama. All right. You're looking at the drama. Who cares about that? You're going to overthink it and it's going to piss you off. And maybe it's fucking with your pride right now. All right. You don't have control of the situation and it's driving you nuts. That's what fixed energies do. And I know because you don't have these questions answered, right? Who cares? What I'm telling you is, do you want to be in this relationship? Forget about the drama. Forget about, your pride right now, your ego, because right now you're in your masculine energy and you're wanting things to happen right now. And you don't have control. And when Leos don't have control of a situation, it can drive you mad. But you're also dealing with a masculine energy. Let him take the lead of it. Let him take the lead. He's saying, I'm still invested. You guys, you could decide right now, I want to make this relationship work. So, all right, I can chuck that one. I know it's my pride, but I can throw in the white flag for this one. You don't have to win every battle. You just want to win the war, right? You want to win the war. So be strategic. Hold back a little bit. Leo card is the strength card, which means, also self-control. Calm down. You got to balance that. And right now you can go see them and you can manifest it. You can make it be whatever exactly you want. You could show up at the best case scenario and show them the best version of yourself when you get there and make them want to be back in a relationship. They don't want to see the side of you that's making them block you. You don't want them to see that side. They want to see the side that makes them want to be with you. And so if you want to win this battle for the real, you got to throw away some of that pride and you got to go in there and you've got to be like, all right, you are winning. If you think about it, if you're winning. Yeah, you see how it's backfiring? So you just own your mistake. Don't make the same mistake again. Go in there like you've got your tail between your legs coming in. Okay. Even though you're going to win, you want your person back. So play your cards right. Look at me trying to be. I know you Leos, all right? I know you. Yeah, I will say leaving somebody on red, especially, come on, do you want to be left on red? It would piss you off. If I get left on red, you're not going to hear from me. You're not going to hear from me. That's like I've got pride too. You leave a Taurus on red. You think they're slow? You don't know slow until that. So I'm sure there's reasons for it. I know. No, so I know there's reasons for it. But again, this is the drama part that creates all the shit that breaks people up. It's the game playing and drama that breaks people up. So you got to get past that. So let's see the outcome and his current feelings. All right. So I do see he wants to give it another opportunity. I got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. All right. So let go of the past. Let go of what happened. Go in there wearing your best outfit, doing your best thing, and make them want to be, know why they don't want to not have you. Let's see their feelings for you. All right. Look at this, the Strength card in reverse. This is their feelings for you. You don't have self-control. You're pissed off, or like your emotions, that you're intense, you're sensitive. So you should bring a gift. You should bring a gift. There you go. Yourself. Put a big bow around. Put a big bow around your head. You really do have the Strength card here. I already said the Strength card for you, so it was an intuitive message for you. All right, have some self-control, some pride. Tuck your pride a little bit. Go in there. Put a big bow on your head and say, I'm a gift, all right? I have Look at this. I have the muse of inspiration. So they're very attracted to you. That's the king of fire. That's the king of wands. They are very attracted to you, but you do come across as a king of wands. Very masculine energy, like go after, take charge, confident. I want what I want. Um, I think this is another opportunity here. They're very attracted to you, but it just might be when can you kind of push back, I mean pull back a little bit. Yeah, a lot of nice cards. So you've got a good energy here, and I do see the outcome as the 9 of cups, 9 of emotions. So there's a potential of being very happy, wish fulfilled, and connected on a very good level, but you've got to choose how you're going to show up. The way you show up, remember, is going to set the tone for the entire meeting. You don't want to be needy. You don't want to be accusing anybody. You don't want to be angry. You don't want to be, you just want to be, what's your best version of you? Just like on a good day, good mood, playful, happy to see them, compliment them, make them feel good, make them feel like, you're happy, but don't be like, overly, that kind of stuff. It would turn, you off, that, right? So you are the gift. Remember that. Even though I'm telling you to play a part, you're the gift. Yeah, I love that, Isa. No, I would wait till okay, you're blocked, right? There's no communication. No. Yeah. You don't, yeah, you don't want to stalk him. This is where you're going to have that self-control. The strength card in reverse is showing you not having self-control. Show them some patience. Show them that you have patience for them. But you said no contact. You're in no contact. What I would do is I would check in. I know it's hard, but I would, because what's going to happen is you're going to want communication, and then it could turn sour. You don't want anything to fuck up your meetup. I would just check. Because that you're still angry or frustrated in a sense. So what I would do is, like, the day before or a couple days before, just say, hey, just confirming that we're meeting up. Right? We're in Mercury retrograde. You don't want to open up any cans of worms. You don't want to blow something up before it happens, because that would be sabotaging. You're opening up a gateway to sabotage you guys getting together next week. Play your cards right now. You don't need anything that badly. You don't need anyone that badly. All right? Your ego just wants what it wants, and it wants it now. And that's 4 cups energy. You're bored, you're upset, you're not feeling happy, you're not being fulfilled, and your ego is saying, you just want to get over this and move forward, and you want them back. You like them a lot. But patience is going to get you what you want. So have a little patience with this one, all right? You already have a date planned. We can ruin it. And I'm speaking from my heart, TB, all right? Because I've been that person, all right? Remember, I can only tell you things that I may have experienced, I know I've done, or I've seen happen. And I'm just saying, I think I'm reading for everybody, Mountain Girl. I think I'm reading for all of us feminines. That's for sure. That's a feminine quality. And it could be a test. They could be testing you. So remember that. All right? They could be testing you. You know it, Mountain Girl. We're like, I'm reading for all of us. I'm telling you. That's why I can't, like, don't ever think that when I'm calling you out, I'm judging you on any level, you know? I'm judging myself. As I'm saying these things, I'm going, "Ugh," I could have done it this way. That's why I've got all the answers. I'm sure I didn't. I mean, I can't guarantee you. No tarot reader can guarantee you, but I'm sure, in some sense, if there's still a doorway opening and they're wanting a relationship with you, that they're not sabotaging. And that's not something a guy does. A guy doesn't go home and that's something we do. We go around and we bitch and then be like, oh my God, this, yeah, da, 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 da. And then I don't think a guy's gonna go and be like, oh my God, you should know what this, and all this. So I mean, maybe. I mean, I see you sure did. I know you did. I'll be the first to call up my sister, somebody I'm whining, whatever. A guy's not going to do that. I mean, most guys. I mean, there are some guys that would do that. Yeah, I know. It does it all the time to me, Mountain Girl. I'm doing all kinds of reflection. That's when I'm like, oh. And sometimes I'm like, oh, that's what I figure shit out all the time. You're welcome. We're sending so much love right now. It's gonna work out. Do your mantras. I am chosen and everything is working out in my favor. This is gonna happen. They love me. All right. Neil, I don't know about your reading. Let's see how I'm going to interpret this one. All right. Does she think I'm a fart knocker? All right. I don't know. Of course not. What's PMSL? What does Frankie think of Neil? Let's see. I think you're funny. I think you add great energy to the chat room. I like your accent. I know that. Oh, pissing myself laughing. Yes. You're like a big kid. All right. I've got the 9 of Pentacles, and I've got the 8 of Cups, and I've got the Muse of Emotions, so King of Cups. You're very loving and sweet, and you're just evolving and growing, right? So I really do like that about everybody in my room. Like everybody's evolving. Everybody's just trying to find their way home. All right. And you're very loving. And you are getting the water sign. And so I know you're Aquarius, and a lot of people want to be like Aquarians, don't have emotions. And I call bullshit on that because all of us do. But I do feel like I don't know if you have a lot of water or if you have more water placements, but you're very creative and you're very intuitive and you are definitely very sensitive and very open, and that's a quality that takes a while to get to, especially the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups talks about somebody who's evolved enough to express their emotions and not be afraid, to just be who they are. So I do love that about you. And I've got the Sun card. You're always making us laugh and staying positive. And I do wish the best for you 100%, especially with the Sun card. You're moving towards the sun. You're at the 8 of Cups moving towards the 9 of Cups, and you have the Sun card showing up, and I just feel like you're a blessing. So just remember that. Your humor, everything about you. So the Sun card is also showing you that you have a lot of good stuff coming to you. You're moving towards the 9 of Cups. All right. And with the Muse of Emotions. I mean, very psychic energy, very intuitive energy, very creative. I got a lot of creativity. So I don't know if you are using your creativity enough, but this might be a time for you to tap into what brings to tap into your sacral chakra, finding out what drives you, finding out what makes you feel alive again, finding out what makes you thrive, and bringing back creativity into your life. So that might be your next step, your next, evolving, filling your life up with the sun, all right, and more things that make you happy in your life. And it seems like that's what you're walking towards. So you're definitely leaving the old behind. Yeah. I think that's I had that epiphany, and it's funny because I had that epiphany before. I've had that epiphany quite a few times over the past year. But I think over the past month, especially in Sagittarius season, like I've really been working on my sacral chakra too. So there was a part of me in that too. That's what I said. We all reflect each other in some way. And that's been something with me, like really trying to find what used to make me so happy and positive. What used to make me so creative. Where's that spark that we all used to have, that we all may have lost it over the past years? A lot of people went through a dark night, and it's like we've got to find that again. And that's where the new energy is shifting, as if you want to go down the timeline thing, the ascension and stuff like that. We've got to tap into our creativity and really find that passion again and fill ourselves with that. Yes, Nas, thank you. It does. It makes me feel loved. So that's what I got for you. Your big ball of sunny delight, right? Yeah, usually big humor can mean deep pain, and I'm advocate for that. I always try to use humor to mask. It's a trauma response. It's a trauma response. And sometimes the people who are the funniest are the ones who, have, want to help everybody else out, but really are the ones that need to be lifted up and helped. Furby. Yes. All right. Anissa. All right, Anissa, you here? Well, obviously, the reason why I don't say I'm here to help anybody on my spiritual journey, because I'm really helping myself heal. And we're all walking each other home. Because when people want to help everybody else, it's because we don't want to heal or work on ourselves. And so I don't like saying I was put here to help other people. That's an ego thing talking. And in the beginning of my journey, I thought that that's what my calling was. Oh, this is my way to help others and help save the world. And when you're healing yourself and when you're helping yourself, that is how we're healing the world. And so I'm not I'm not, I'm a guide. I'm just like every one of you are a guide for me. My channel is an expression of my creativity. My channel is exposure of my own trauma and wounds, and we're all here to help each other grow. So whenever we're going around saying we're just helping other people because it's our job, which is what I would think, even as a massage therapy, as a healer, because I had healing, that's part of healing work. No, that's ego. I was gaining something from that. And so to heal others, we have to heal ourselves. So to even be of service to the earth, the more we do the work on ourselves, we're doing the work for humanity. Yeah. Yeah, so I misunderstood, and a lot of people on their early spiritual paths, misunderstand that. They're like, "Oh, this is my service to the world. This is me giving back." No, me on YouTube isn't giving back. Me healing myself so that everything that I'm expressing is helping somebody along the way is that's the, I don't even know sometimes what I'm doing. That's the giving back. That's the service. If you want to give back and do things like charity and stuff like that, that's a different type of service, right? That's a different type of service. Yeah. Oh, Pixie just popped in. Yeah, that's the truth. It was a realization I had to have. That's where ego and spirituality, there's a fine line. That's where you can find those spiritual gurus that are narcissistic or really are in their ego about things. Um, it's a journey, guys. And I'm at a place right now, and there's probably other spiritual people going, "Oh, that's so cute. I see where she's at. I can't wait till she gets to where I'm at." You know? Yeah. Yeah, guilt's a big one. Working on your guilt. You know, yeah, it's not our job to heal others. It's not our job to fix others. And if you're a fixer type of person and a healer, you've been in those fields where you are the nurturer and things like that, it's really a lesson we have to learn. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Mountain Girl. I've seen it. I didn't know what I was seeing at the time, but I knew that my intuition was saying, "Oh, something's," I knew I was picking up on something. All right. So Anissa, I'm going to be once again in the same country of B. Will B try to see me more than 2 to 3 times? And is it going to be well? Okay, let's see. Yeah, martyrdom. I hate that word because I can't say it that well. Martyrdom. Yeah, it's the martyr thing too. That's something that it's a kind of like the savior complex or and that can be around the same. All that can fit into the same box, I believe. So B. All right, let me focus on Anissa real quick. Anissa, B. You're going to be in the same place again, same country of B. Let's see. All right, I got the Emperor card, so that's a yes. So let's see. I've got the Eight of Cups in reverse, so I do see him coming back around. All right, I have the Five of Swords in reverse, so I don't see any conflict. But I do see you, the Nine of Swords. You may have some more anxiety about it, though. All right, so, or you have an anxiety about it. I definitely see you guys getting together. I don't see any game playing or miscommunication or anything, any fighting or frustration. But for some reason, you're showing up still not getting what you want 100%. I've got the Two of Pentacles to clarify that. You may see them 2 times. You may see them a couple times. You might have to be flexible. So what I'm seeing is you might get frustrated because plans might not turn out exactly how you want them to, but it does look like you'll see them. They won't, and the reason why I'm saying that is because the Five of Swords in reverse could show me somebody not communicating with you, but the Eight of Cups in reverse tells me somebody coming back around. And so it does seem like you'll be making plans with them with the Two of Pentacles. But I feel like it could be just one time. It's giving me the number 2. Remember, I'm not a psychic. I just read the cards. All right. It's showing me making plans maybe a couple times, but I do feel like it's showing me you getting frustrated because it might not turn out exactly how you want it to. right? So you have to be flexible. It may stress you out, right? So I am seeing the Emperor card. So I am seeing you guys making plans. That's making plans to see each other. All right. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse shows that it still might not become a solid relationship like you want it to. So that might disappoint you. So it'll be sexual like you want it to be, but it's not going to be a long-term commitment. It's still going to be sexual. And I know you're okay with that. So I'm constantly, I got the Hanged Man here too. So it does seem like you guys will see each other. It'll most likely be sex related. I see you're still going to be a little bit stressed out because you may not get the plans you want 100%. You may have to adapt to the schedule, but I don't see them wanting to commit. And I think because they're in a relationship, or because the 10 of Pentacles is here. So does that help? Yeah. Who else came in? It's a dopamine booster. Hi, M. Shell. Like you're asking me if he prefers her. It looks as though the pentacles are showing me that I don't want to use the word prefer. He's attracted to you. He's sexually attracted to you. But it feels like he's either trying to be in a relationship, or he's in a relationship, or he's non-committal. I don't know. That would be like a personal reading. Because the 10 of Pentacles in reverse can say somebody's in a relationship, but it can also say, and I know he's in a relationship because you've told me, so that's why I say that. If I didn't know he was in a relationship, I would just say he's non-committal to you. He's not committing to you because of whatever reasons. So he's open to have sexual relations with you, but he obviously prefers this person, whether she's closer, whether she's more stable, whether she has more money, whether they have kids together. It could be a million things, but that's, that can be any reason. And he's told you he's only wants to be friends with benefits. He's told you that he only wants to be friends. Yeah. So that's where I'm seeing, yeah, Anissa, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing you'll get the plans that you want, but you may leave still feeling stressed out again. And that's what I wish that wouldn't happen to you. Yeah. Well, obviously, yes, he keeps coming back to you. But the question is that good enough for you? As women, we of course a man's gonna have feelings or have some sort of chemistry with us if we have sex with them, but that's not going to lure them into commitment. And that's where I think some women think by having sex with somebody it's going to make them fall in love. It doesn't work that way with a guy. We think it does. We think it's supposed to be. Guys are, they can have sex and not get emotionally invested. Remember that. Yeah. But Anissa, anything's possible. I always tell you that. I'm not walking in your shoes. I only can read cards and give you my basic understanding. I'm not there. I don't know what's happening. And you've got to understand that you have to follow what you believe is true, what you know to be true. I can only do my best at seeing things from a sidelines and giving you a different perspective. It doesn't mean that I'm 100% right. I mean, I like to believe I am, right? But nobody's 100%. And you've got to follow your own truth. And it's that thing, our heart wants what our heart wants, right? All right, I already did TB. So I have Mon Ange. All right, I would like to ask the cards where my relationship with Gene. All right, my Scorpio. Yeah, so just enjoy time with him. If that's what you want, you know what you want. So you do you. You go get what you want. All right, I'd like to ask the cards where my relationship with Gene, my Scorpio, is going. My name is Anna and I'm a Taurus and we are apart. We are apart, me and Gene, but we started to talk again after a difficult time. All right. You're welcome, Anissa. We eat what we like. What's that all about? Yes, Taja. I'm still here, so you can throw your questions in. Yes. All right. Yes, Carol, it's still open. You guys can throw your questions in. All right, let's see. We're looking at Taurus and Scorpio. Taurus and Scorpio. Let's see. Let's see, and I'm a Taurus, we're apart in Gene, but we started to talk again after a difficult time. Who initiated? Who initiated contact if you're here, Monange? Could say a lot. All right. Well, I've got the Muse of Emotions here at the bottom of the deck. And this is showing the end game as being very successful when it comes to emotions, emotional fulfillment, and love and nurturing. So you're asking where your relationship will go. And this deck, the reason why I like this deck is because the Muse is showing you the end game. It's the King of Cups, but the Muse, the way they do it in this deck is I was reading the book and it was, this is the actual end game. And so now bring this vision to the now. So actually it's like living in the end. See this vision of you guys together and be it now and just kind of nurture the relationship now as you go. Now, you're dealing with your Scorpio. You're on probation. Whatever that, you may not have done anything wrong. Scorpio and Tauruses, I have a best friend that I haven't talked to in 3 years. We're stubborn as shit. All right. And I don't know who's more stubborn when it comes to getting hurt because it's opposite axis, and both feel deeply. Taurus, very emotional, just as emotional as a Scorpio is. All right. So that doesn't matter. The different countries, the different states, the different scenarios does not matter. Your hearts will lead you to where you're going to be if it's meant to be. It doesn't matter what the circumstances are, right? But there's a possibility of, if your Scorpio feels like they were burned or hurt, and if you guys are talking again, I will promise you that it's a probation period. because Scorpios don't forgive or give second chances, right? And so if they're giving this a second chance, they feel deeply for the situation. So they feel deeply for the connection. All right. Well, okay. So if you did that, that's as always, but that's, to be honest with a Taurus, that's how it's going to be. If I want to reconcile with my Taurus friend, I have to be the one. If I were to call her right now, we'd probably forgive and forget. Maybe. I don't know, depending on if it's been too long, if I pissed her off that much. But Tauruses aren't always going to be the ones to first text. So, and they could be that stubborn. So for you to text first says a lot. And I'm sure your Scorpio knows it. So if she were to reach out to me, I would know it took a lot of effort for her to reach out to me. So, I'm just being honest with you when it comes to that dynamic. If Scorpio is responding to you and you're starting to talk after a difficult time, I will say that they're still invested. But just know that any red flag that comes up is going to scare the Scorpio away again. So do know that. Scorpio is on guard. All right. I have the Queen of Voices, the Queen of Swords. So it seems like making sure communication is clear and concise and logical, being very honest and open with one another, and just speaking your truth and not playing games is very important here. And I have the Knight of Emotions, which is showing the Knight of Cups. So you're seeing moving towards, you guys' hearts are moving you towards, a new energy here of water, a water energy. So I can see it moving forward. All right. The 10 of Voices in this deck is you. So if you can't let go of the anxiety, the betrayal, or any kind of energy that's still going on with you, this is saying that the 10, you need a new beginning. So you need to clean the slate with Scorpio. And Scorpios are the sign of transformation. You know that, I'm sure, right? Which means that every time you get a version of Scorpio, you're always going to get a new version. So Scorpio is not going to want to be pulled back into the past. All right. So the 10 of Swords is showing you've got to have a new beginning. This is a chance for you guys to heal this connection and not bring up anything from the past. Be clear communication. And you're moving towards the King of Cups. Your Scorpio. That is your Scorpio right there. But it's showing me, follow your heart here with the Queen of Swords, but also clear communication, stay honest and truthful. And you got to let go of the past so that you guys can heal. So I do see you guys moving forward. Keep the game playing out. 5 of Swords in reverse, any kind of deception. 7 of Swords. If there's been any kind of deception, are you over that? Are you healed from that? And I've got the Page of Pentacles showing it's going to be slow. It's going to start off slow, right? But it's about getting to know each other again and trying to understand each other a little bit more, and building a friendship again. So it's definitely going to go slow, but it has potential to move to the Knight of Cups. So those are your cards. Bye, Isa. All right, some more people came in. Let's see. Galactic. Carol. Somebody else came in too. South Sahara came in first. So let me see. South. And Jennifer. That's right. Jennifer came in too. I got you. All right. All right, I'm on Nisha now. So let me niche. All right, the list is updated. Yeah, so it's about letting go of what happened. All right, Nisha's here. Oh, wait a minute. It goes Mountain Girl. Wait a minute. No, Nisha's. It is niche, but I didn't put your name in. And then it goes Mountain Girl. So niche. All right. All right, let's see. So you took your advice about communicating in regards to my situation. There's been no response yet. What is he thinking, and will that create positive conversation this week? All right, let's see. You're welcome. Thank you. All right. Let's see where he's at. I'm going to put up the banner, though, now first, because questions closed. Yeah, that's what I was thinking in my head. Fallen Star, I didn't put you on the list, but you are in. You were starred, so I will put you on the list. You're in the place. As soon as you made a payment, it put you on the list. All right. I just forgot to type it in. All right, so you gave him the card, and let's see his energy around it. All right, well, you got the Page of Inspirations. So Page of Wands. So excited or was happy. So remember, I'm always going to do my honest best to just read the cards, not give you false hope. All right. That's not what tarot's for. That's not what I'm for. But the Page of Inspiration seems like they were happy to get their card. All right. Yeah, you can get one in quick. Then that'll be the last one. I have the Muse of Voices. So that is the King of Swords. So the end game here is communication. Ultimately, you will get communication. Trust and have patience and have faith. Don't send anything else out yet. I wouldn't recommend, but you take inspired action when you feel called to take inspired action. I'm not walking your path. I don't know. I don't want to tell you something's not the right time when something could be the right time. Sometimes I think, the more you wait is better. And then I find out, in my own life that, maybe I'm not being annoying. Maybe that's what they needed, was me to be overly emotional. Maybe they needed that. Maybe that was what I was supposed to do. So I can't tell you what your inspired action is going to be like. All I can say is make sure it's not coming from being sad, bored, fearful, anxious, or impatient. But if you feel called again to connect again, do so. If it's coming from inspired action, and you'll know inspired action because you'll just feel it like, all right, this is my turn, right? It's time. But what I'm seeing is the end game. I'm seeing the end game as the King of Swords. So they're in a King of Swordsy energy. You're dealing with somebody who's acting a little bit cold, who's distancing themselves. But he's showing up as the King of Swords, which is somebody who takes a step back and reflects. All right? They're reflecting on what's best. So they might be being a little bit stubborn, pulling their emotions back. They're going to make a move when they're ready to. They're in this energy of it's hard to bend them. Once they said they stubborn. It's the stubborn side of Aquarius. When they make a decision, they're fixed on it until they figure out that it's not what they want. And it may not have been it might be the best decision that they made in the moment. But if you give it a little bit of time, they'll reflect and be like, yeah, but that's not what's making me feel good now. And he's a Cancer. And so whenever I pull a swords out, you hear me say this, I think, before. Anytime a water sign can go cold like that. And it's the shell. So let him do his thing. The end game is showing communication. All right. You've got the devil energy here. All right. So I am seeing, some sort of, I don't know if there's addictions or anything like that are involved. I don't know if there's any drama, but this is also a reflection because this is in the middle. This is a challenge position. All right. And I've got the Temperance card for you. So what I'm seeing here is there's a strong attachment between the two of you, but there's a lot of drama and triggering. And I don't know if there's been cheating and things like that, or toxic behavior or addictions that may get in the way between the two of you. But what I'm seeing here is the Temperance card saying, allow things to unfold. This is also the card of healing. This space between the two of you could be creating, it could be the perfect space for you guys to heal. The Temperance card is showing that it'll restore itself back to balance in divine timing, in the right time. But the Devil card is showing up. So there is, the challenge here is toxicity, our traumas, our triggers between the two of you. So they're doing what they feel is the right thing to do right now, being a King of Swords. King of Swords is not gonna, they're gonna back up and be like, I need space to think. And so with time, it's showing that you will have, it's showing communication. You're asking for this week, but it's showing me the Temperance card saying have patience and let things unfold. The Devil card is saying don't let your anxieties or fears get the best of you. Don't be so attached to it and watch it happen. It will unfold. All right. Now, what comes to me is that if it doesn't happen this week, it's unfolding. So would it be this week, maybe next week? Who knows? But it's just saying don't let your triggers get the best of you. Don't let your attachment to it. If you get too attached to it, it's going to seem like it's never going to happen. And that's when you're going to reach out of fear. So the Temperance card talks about patience. And you have the Page of Inspiration, which is the Page of Wands, which shows me the overall is receiving communication that will make you feel excited. So I'm going to go with the yes, allow it to unfold, because the cards are showing me that it's a yes. But if it's not, like, if it's the very edge of the week, don't freak out. Yes, let him come to you. Just a little bit of space. He could be just playing a test, test game. Love those tests. All right, so transformed is the last one because I got to go to my yoga. Yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like it's a test. And I know it is. It's a test for you, because every relationship is meant to help us heal, grow, and flourish. So you are both being tested. And so this is about you standing in your power. And the Empress card, remember that. This is your chance to be the Empress, to stand in your value, your truth, and your worth, and your empowerment, and taking your power back and being open to receive. So you will know when you're in that power and that confidence, you will notice everything coming to you. You will be attracting everything towards you. But that's part of your journey, your spiritual journey, is knowing your worth, knowing how feminine, the beauty of the feminine quality. Yeah. You've got to, the butterflies is your, your turn, and your anxiety, your anxiousness, right? You got to turn that. I don't want to sound like you gotta, try turning that into believing. I know. So doing some grounding work on when you're feeling those butterflies, like wherever you're feeling them, in your stomach or whatever, like honestly, I don't know how much you guys love when I talk about the body or talk about body healing, or I was a energy healer and massage therapist, so I'm really big on what's going on inside our bodies and meditation. And so when you're getting those butterflies, it's almost like you have to nurture yourself in those moments and feel into where it's happening, and you have to transmute that energy into believing that it's happening, that you've got what you want, that you know it. And those butterflies aren't anxiety, they're just excitement, and changing your vibration that way. Yes. Because really, all these situations every one of you are finding yourself in are here because it's a reflection of what's going on inside you. And in order to get through this, you have to work through whatever's going on within you. So it's funny because I saw a funny reel about a twin flame pointing, I'm waiting for them to heal. And they were pointing at their twin flame. And the thing was, well, then start healing yourself. Everything in our life is showing us what we need to heal within ourselves. All right, Taja. All right. So Taja will be, I did tell Taja. So yeah, it's transformed in Taja. And then that is it for the day, because I got to do my meditation tonight. All right. So I got Mountain Girl. Let's see. Two things. I'm confused about Saggy. Third party has made me step away. What the root here? Second, what is going on with the Cappy, and what is the root here? All right, so the root. So your Saggy, it's a third party situation, and it's made you step away. What's the root here? Are you asking like the connection, like why you were put in this situation, or why this, or should you step back in, or what is it that you're supposed to learn from that? The root is that's where I go when I hear the word root. Let's see. So we'll look at Saggy. All right, so Saggy, romantic feelings. So it seems like you had a deep connection with Sagittarius. That's what, okay, with 6 years, I'm not sure I totally understand anymore. Well, you've got the King of Cups. You've got the Muse. The love is there, the romance is there with Saggy. My guess is that the third party, they feel obligated to. There it is, the 7 of emotions. They don't know what to do either. They definitely think, you know, I love this picture in this deck. It's like they're always thinking about it. Like they need to make a choice, but it's hard for them to make a choice. The 7 of Cups is somebody who just can't make a choice. Especially if they're in their emotions. So the thing is that's really tough for you because there's a deep emotional connection and they feel stuck because they have obligations and other things going on in their life. I see the Temperance card. There is Sagittarius energy. So it's telling me that they're trying to keep things in balance in their life. So with whatever they're going on in their life, they're trying to maintain balance or keep one foot on the ground. So obviously romantically and emotionally they're connected to you and you're an option for them. Not an option whereas you're an option. You're a deep option. You're a deeper soul connection that's an option, but they might be just trying to keep a balance in their life. But the Temperance card is also showing, the Temperance card is saying, let things unfold. Maybe let things unfold. What I would say to you is still live your life, but let things unfold. Because what I've noticed is on YouTube over the past 3 years, a lot of people in third parties and things like that, I've noticed a lot of people living in situations that they've been stuck in for years. And that's the old way. Remember the 3D way. But now we're all evolving, moving into a 5D way. And it's like some people aren't ready to jump ship. And we're meant to be our authentic selves and express ourselves and live in our desire, happiness. But most of us started off life doing everything we were told to do. Now people are finding these deep emotional connections and not knowing what to do. And we can't expect people to be able to jump ship so easily. But it doesn't mean that it wouldn't happen. So it's like we're kind of going through this phase in humanity where it's like we're all stuck in limbo in a way. So we have to remember that we can't get stuck in expectations or wanting something, and we just need to be with it and love it for what it is, accept it for what it is. It's showing, allow it to unfold. I have the 6 of Inspiration, which is the 6 of Wands. So I'm seeing a victory. Good news is an outcome, possibly with your Sagittarius even showing up here in this picture. So your Cappy, let's see what Cappy. I honestly, but working on just being friends. That might be a tough one. If you've already been physically connected, it's really hard to go from that to being friends. So it's honestly, I would say it's more about just accepting where things are at and just allowing it to be a nameless, it is what it is. And so when you try to be friends, you're going to force an expectation. And then that's when we set expectations or labels on things. And I don't think connections like that really have a label. So Cancer, Cappy is getting the Page of Emotions, the Page of Cups. So there's feelings there. I don't know if they're being immature right now, if they've blocked you, or if they've, if they're playing games or they're just holding back. All right. The Ace of Materials is here, the Ace of Pentacles. So I am seeing that they are holding back, but there's still a new energy coming in. There could be something changing with Capricorn. But I do get the Queen of Cups in reverse. They might be feeling like you're overly sensitive or overly emotional. I think both of you are in reverse. It seems like they're a little bit more childish than you, because the Page of Cups was in reverse and you're in reverse as the Queen of Cups. So the Ace of Materials in the middle is showing a new energy coming in of taking things maybe to the next level, like, or there's a new fresh start. But you're a little more mature than they are. You're showing up as the queen, they're showing up as the page, but both of you, you're showing up as maybe being overly sensitive and they're showing up as being immature. But there is a possibility to end the game playing the Five of Swords in reverse. All right. There is, it's almost like you guys are playing some sort of game with each other. And you just said Taurus moon, yes, feels gamey. No more games. I think they like playing them with you. Thank you for hanging out. I know today's been a long one. I've been talking. It's already 2 hours. I'm going to have to go to the restroom in a second and then come back and stay focused. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Who will enter my life? My next potential love. Hi, NM. Who will enter your life? Who's going to enter your life? All right. Let go of the past. I've got the Knight of Voices. So I see an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You don't see that there's love around you. I don't know. The Five of Cups in reverse says it's not going to be somebody from your past. Maybe it could be, actually, I can't say that. So scratch that. It can be whoever the hell you want it to be, because it can be a reconciliation. But I am seeing somebody very focused on you, taking quick action towards you. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I don't know if you're grieving over somebody from your past, or you're holding on to somebody that you know is not good for you. This is showing let go of that. Let somebody come in for you. The Knight of Voices is coming in pretty quickly. You got the Tower card. All right. The Tower in reverse can be a fear of change, like you're afraid to move forward. But the Tower card says you can be afraid all you want. The universe is going to bring you in something that's going to surprise you. So the Knight of Swords is one of the quickest knights. And the Tower card could be an Aries or a Scorpio coming in out of nowhere. That's going to rock your world, shake things up like you've never expected. All right, I've got the Nine of Pentacles. So I do see a possibility of building something solid with it. It could be like, if I want to keep it too simple, the major arcana is Aries and Scorpio. So for signs. So somebody who's very Marsy, those type of energies. Or it could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It is showing me somebody who's well off, somebody who's working on their finances, somebody who's grounded, somebody who's ready for a relationship. All right, is what I'm getting. I do see the Seven of Pentacles underneath the Five of Cups. So it does seem like you still are invested in somebody from the past. And so you're in the Seven of Pentacles energy, which could be a block from you moving forward, is what I'm getting. Does that make sense to you? And I do see the Nine of Swords, which is like you have a lot of anxiety or regret or losing sleep at night over somebody. And you got the World card. You got to end some sort of chapter. You got to let go of something in order. So even if you want somebody from your past coming back in, the Nine of Swords and the World card is saying you've got to find closure with the past, so that you could even have a new relationship with the person. Because what people don't see is that when we hang on to the past and want them to reconcile, they come back the same version of the angry person that left. When we find closure with the past, we allow a person to change and come back. We allow ourselves to change, and we allow a person to come towards us in a new version. So that's why I'm saying I can't tell you it can't be a past person, because it could always be a past person. All right, give me 2 seconds to run to the restroom so I can focus. All right, I'm back. It says this is valuable info right there. You talking about what I said before I left? My B-Day is still in my energy, but he just got arrested so I can get peace. Yeah. Well, NM, that's your baby's dad. They're always going to be there. Yeah. So they got to go through their own journey, and they got to go through their own journey, and maybe they need this so that they can wake up. That's a tower moment. So now that you said that, the tower moment makes sense to me. If I were doing a personal reading with you, a lot longer one, the tower moment is them getting arrested. The tower moment is their life being shaken up. The tower moment is a wake-up call. It's like if somebody all got in a car accident and almost died, and then they change their life. Kanye West, right? So the tower moment is that kind of epiphany, wake-up call. So this could be what's happening in your reading, is that they're having a wake-up call that is going to change the destiny of this relationship. Yes. Yeah, I had to go real quick though, but that's the truth. You know what I mean? We got to let go of the version of them that. All right, I'm going on tangents. I gotta. All right, Angel. So let's see. Angel. Munis feelings and actions towards me from now till next 7 days. Will he reach out? Let's see. Well, we're gonna send a bunch of love, and we're sending prayers, and we're saying yes, it's gonna be a wake up call, and he's gonna take care of that, you and that baby. All right. Will he reach out? Will he reach out? Three cards. All I can do is pull the cards. Yeah. All right. I got the Devil card. I've got the Fool card. I've got the Eight of Materials, the Eight of Pentacles. And I've got the Nine of Wands. All right, so what I'm seeing is the Fool card and the Devil card. So I'm going to assume that the energy is not the very best energy. Kind of, there's some triggering or drama between you guys, right? And you have strong attachment. But what I'm seeing is there's a possibility of them reaching out because of the Fool card. So I have to say yes because of the Fool card. It's a fresh start, new beginning. The Eight of Pentacles in the challenge position is showing me that they're still non-committal, especially with the Devil card showing up. And the Nine of Wands is showing, though, that you're not going to give up on this. Don't give up on this connection if this is what you want. There is an opportunity for a fresh start. But the thing is there's still going to be a setback. You may communicate, but they may not give you what you want this week. All right. And you want the Nine of Pentacles, right? So you want success here. The Nine of Pentacles is just saying stay confident. The Nine of Wands is saying this is in your position. You know, just if this is what you really want, don't give up. You guys have been through a lot together. And so that's what I'm getting for you. I'm getting, you may reach out, you may hear from them this week, but it might not turn out exactly how you want it to. They're still showing up in the energy of the Devil and the non-committal type of energy. Yes, I'll be on Friday again, Kim. I'm afraid that I'm going to run out of time. If I have time before 5:30, I got to leave here at 5:30. So I got to leave at about 5:25. So if I still have time, you can throw one in, but I just don't want to get you on there and not be able to make it on time. So I have Nas, and then I have Fallen Star next. Want to check in with the Cancer. All right. His feelings. Well, you got the Fool card and you got the Devil card there. So the Devil card shows is a strong attachment with you, strong sexual attachment with you, and they're still attached to you. So I didn't get anything else. The Nine of Wands is showing me that you guys have been through a lot, so they're not giving up on the connection. It's just the only feelings I got was the Eight of Pentacles, which is they're just not wanting commitment right now. So no emotional cards came up. Like they're not all in their romantic feelings or anything. Yeah. So I'm honestly saying don't give up on it. It's just that there's some triggering that goes on between the two of you. But that's a complicated situation too, and we could sit here and pick that apart for like ever. You're welcome. Stubborn energy. Yeah, very stubborn energy, Angel Eyes. And I don't know if they have an addiction, but that could be what's playing in the background. Yeah, that's what's happening. All right. Let's see. Nas, Cancer. Page of Inspiration, Page of Wands. The Three of Inspiration. The Chariot. Cancer's energy. And the Nine of Materials. All right, so I'm getting two things, Cancer, for Cancer, all right? And one, I'm not sure you want to hear because it's not easy to hear. But this could be you too. I could be picking up on both of you or one of you. It seems as though they're trying to find the courage to move on and be single, because you got the Three of Inspiration, you've got the Three of Wands, you got the Chariot card, and you've got the Nine of Materials, which is my single, independent, free. And the Chariot card is about freedom too. But the Three of Wands can be somebody who's standing there kind of trying to find the courage to move forward. They're not sure what's out there. They're kind of standing out looking on the horizon. But you have the Page of Wands showing that they're kind of trying to find the excitement in it. They're trying to look at it from a more playful place, right? So they are curious. The Page of Wands can be a curious energy. So there might be some energy here of somebody trying to shift their perspective of looking out beyond what's out there. So maybe there is some sense of change happening here where you and him are finally starting to look at things like, it's nerve-wracking. They need to build the courage up, but it looks like they're trying to look forward in their growth. I can also read it as if they can see the two of you working things out with the three of Wands, and working things out with that Page of Wands to have more fun together, maybe date, go move forward, and the two of you can overcome whatever obstacle together and bring in success. So it's whatever, you can read those cards both ways. But I do get this energy of feeling like, all right, it's time to kind of look what's out there, but they're a little nervous about it. And I've got the Fool card as I said that. It's like ready for a new beginning, ready for a fresh start. And that could be with you or you guys on your own. But it's a really good energy of just moving on and trying to find inspiration. Trying to find some fun, some excitement in our lives. Ready for this new journey. The Fool card. And you've got the Cancer and the Aries showing up. So what's under this? I've got the Emperor card. It's like making plans. This is making plans of going out, making plans of going somewhere underneath. And I got the Eight of Wands. So there could be plans to travel. But I got the Six of Cups here. So there could be plans to travel or wanting to make plans to travel. So this read can go both ways. This could go either with you trying to to bring new memories in or create new memories, or this could be both of you deciding it's time to move on and create new memories and move on with your new life. So it's kind of like closure here, or it's, do we have a new beginning and move forward? The Nine of Pentacles is showing me single, though, freedom. And so the two of you kind of moving forward and embarking on a new journey in your life and being curious for what's out there. Does that resonate at all? I mean, you've got some really nice cards here. I want to, me, I'm a love story. I want to bring you guys together and have you guys have a happy ending. But the cards can show both. The Fool card can show a fresh start in a relationship or a fresh start on our own. You're here, you're here. Did that make sense? Megadeth. It's funny because I'm hearing, like, when I was at my brother's house, and a lot of I was in my car too, and More Human Than Human came on, and White Zombie on my playlist. I haven't heard that song in forever. And like a lot of songs from like that time period came out. All right, listen to it, Naz, and let me know. I'll clarify. Let me know. I need to know if that story even resonated before I can clarify anymore. All right. Yes, thanks, Return to Sender. Oh, I used to play Sonic the Hedgehog to White Zombie. I was like that teenager. I will be on Friday after All Signs doing some reading. So those who want to get a reading, I will be on Friday. And remember, if you send money in, I can put you on the list before it even comes to Friday. So if anybody ever sends anything behind the scenes, just know that I can either send it back to you or I can put you on the list for the next one. I'll never keep anybody's money. All right. Fallen Star. Brandon's Taurus. Brandon's feelings towards me, Sagittarius. Oh, a Sag and a Taurus. All right, Sag. I know my Sages. You're going to want shit to happen fast. I've got the Emperor card. All right, so it looks like they're thinking about starting something. I've got the Knight of Cups. So there is some romantic feelings happening here, or feelings for you. Unless they're in a relationship, they still have feelings for you, though. The Emperor can be a father or a household or somebody who's got a lot of responsibilities. Yeah, that's a good sign. I got the Two of Pentacles. They got a lot going on, or they're trying to make a decision. It could be about how they feel or making plans with you. Five of Materials, though, they might be struggling with finances with the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, or they may feel like you've been rejected by them, or you've been rejected by them. He's not in a relationship. Okay, good. So he's not in a relationship. You've got a Taurus, and you've got the Taurus showing up as the Emperor. So all I can say is that if it's a Taurus and they're showing up as the Emperor, they are very strategic. They're planners. They're thinkers. They want to make sure that all the ducks are in a row. So you got the Two of Pentacles, and you've got an energy of them taking their time, going back and forth, kind of weighing out the pros and cons. You got the Five of Pentacles. You may start to feel like they're rejecting you, or you may feel insecure because they're not moving fast enough. All right. But I got the Knight of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, showing overall energy of they do have emotions for you. They do have feelings for you. All right. I've got the Queen of Swords here. And so I am seeing here that, maybe communication, maybe they're trying to communicate, or they're trying to figure out their feelings to communicate them with you. Here we go. I got the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, okay, so you're getting impatient, and I know you're going to. I'm telling you right now, because your Taurus isn't doing anything wrong. Your Taurus likes you. Your Taurus has feelings for you, but you're gonna have to be patient. You're impatient. You just threw the word out, impatient. And Fallen, I connect with so many Sagittarians. That's why I said in the beginning, patience is why you're the Temperance card, because it's what you have to strive to learn, to find a balance, to find patience. Sagittarius want what they want, and they want it now. You're ready. You're like, let's go for it. Come on, jump out the box. Get out of your comfort zone. Let's go. Taurus is like, whoa, hold on. I'll take, they need more time to get out of their comfort zone, their earth energy. I know it's, something, I'm telling you right now, I'm an earth energy, and I've connected with earth energies, and I've gone a long time building relationships with people that have taken, I'll go a couple months and not talk to somebody, and then talk to somebody. So your impatience may have pushed them away in the past. Because if they see any kind of red flag, a Taurus sees a red flag, they're gonna put their hooves down. And the Knight of Materials, the Knight of Pentacles is showing up. It's not moving as fast as you want it to move, but with patience, this is moving in the right direction. There's still room to grow here. The Knight of Pentacles is always moving forward. The Knight of Pentacles is the turtle that wins the race. And Yeah. He was unhealed past trauma. But it was that funny meme I was just saying. We're always saying other people have unhealed past traumas, but everybody's a reflection of what's going on within us. So it's both. We all meet. Yeah, he needed space to figure things out. And he was being honest with you. He is being honest with you. And I'll tell you, a fixed energy isn't going to let go if they're interested, but they'll take a long time to make a decision. And so the thing is where it comes down to you being a fire sign, you have to decide what you're willing to do. If you want to be patient and wait, it'll be worth it, most likely, with the Knight of Pentacles showing up. But if you don't have the patience to wait, it could make things worse. Because impatience is also a trauma. It's a trauma response too. It's a trigger. So I'm seeing that you got the two knights. They got emotions for you, and they're still moving towards you, but it's just not moving as fast as you want it to. And the Emperor card is showing me somebody who, the Emperor will sit back and play their cards right. They won't make a move until they have a plan, a strategy, and then they'll take action. So I've got a good energy on their side, but they're going through, they're weighing things out. And I would, if they told you they need time, the best thing you can do to earn their trust is give them time. And that's not easy for everybody to do. And you know what I mean? So that's just up to whether or not you have the time, if you want to invest the time. Yeah. You'll be surprised. I don't know if you've reached out to them. Maybe reach out to them and see what they're up to. But you'll be surprised. He's weighing out what he wants to do. So the Two of Pentacles is weighing out the pros and cons. I don't know what's happened between the two of you. I don't know what happened. There's got to be something that happened. He's weighing out. So if he's in his emotions, obviously he has emotions, but he might be weighing out circumstances. The Emperor card wants a strong foundation. So they could be weighing out, they could be weighing out whether or not, and but see, here's the thing. If you don't reach out to a Taurus, because you won't reach out, and this is where I'm not walking your path. I don't know how they've reacted to you in the past, but sometimes reaching out just to check in, to me, I have found with Tauruses that they're not always going to be the first one to reach out. But you have to sit with that, and you have to think about that. You have to figure out if that's something that you're willing to do. Yeah, I 100% fallen star. That's what I do. I wait till they're ready. If I feel like I'm trusting my intuition, and I do feel good about letting somebody know that I'm still thinking about them, I will let somebody know I'm still thinking about them. Honestly, usually I'm the one that's asking for space. I don't know. You'll have to feel that one out. You'll have to trust yourself with that one. I don't want to give you, without doing like a full-blown personal reading and knowing the circumstances. Yeah. If you book a personal reading and you send me all your questions, and we take a deeper look, I could be more confident in an intuitive answer on whether or not you should reach out for that or not. All right. All right, you're welcome. All right, so David's feelings and intentions. Thank you. Let's see the energies now for South. All right, well, you got the 7 of Cups. And in this deck, this is somebody who's thinking about choices, trying to make a choice. They're in their feelings. So they definitely think about you, dream, are in their head, in their emotions about you. So I look at this card and I've felt myself in this position before. And when I'm in this position, I'm like, damn, I can't stop thinking about this, or I got to make a choice. I don't know what I want. I can't make a choice. I don't know how to make a choice. And I hate that position. But that position tells me that they care and that they're reflecting on their feelings. So they're deciding what to do. And all our 7s are all the re's, reevaluating, regrouping, redirection, reorganizing. It can be very frustrating energy, especially when it comes to your emotions, because you don't want to make the wrong choice. And it seems like that's where they're at when it comes to you. The 5 of Pentacles, they could be feeling lonely or down or feeling insecure. They could be feeling like they've let you down. They could be really feeling, they're feeling kind of like lonely is what I'm going to get. I have the Knight of Swords. There could be a 180. This reading could be taking a 180. They may make a quick choice and communicate. This could be unexpected surprise for you. All right. The 6 of Swords. Overcoming whatever happened and moving on. Making a choice to reconcile. And I have the King of Cups. So the outcome, the muse in this deck is showing you the end game. So I'm seeing you guys, the end game, a deep romantic connection. So you've got a great energy. Yeah. So you're moving quick. It looks like they're more focused on moving forward with you. The 6 of Swords. Let's move on. Let's move forward towards the Muse of Emotions. So I like how your story is unfolding. You're moving in the right direction. Yes, I love it. See, South Sahara, guys, is somebody who has stayed true to her belief, like whatever cards come out, she looks at it and says, all right. And she just asks the same thing every time. I want to see the energy, how it's shifting, how it's changing, and I'm going for it. And I keep seeing every single time it just does. It just switches and switches and switches. And you're almost to your complete manifestation. Persistence, decision to decide what you want, persistence, and staying true to the end game, and just faith. And then it's here. Nas. Yeah, you're in the same place. I didn't get the feeling that he's meeting anybody. I got the feeling, Nas, that he's hanging on the sidelines, looking out at the possibilities, like, wow, and needing the courage. The 3 of Wands in some of the decks can show somebody who's standing on the edge and sees their ships coming, but is afraid to take the leap as well. Like they can't see the possibilities just yet, but they're pondering on the possibilities. They're trying to hype themselves up about the possibilities, and that's the feeling I was getting. You're welcome, South Sahara. And if it's you, I can see that it's you talking to people or thinking about talking to people. He called your daughter. That's awesome. I'm so happy. This is like a success story with South Sahara. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling, Naz. Like, oh my God. It's like trying to pep yourself up. It's like I seen a meme where the person's like single and ready to mingle and they're all pumped up. They're all ready to go. They're all dressed up. They walk outside and all of a sudden you see the guy scream when the first person comes to them, and then he runs back in his house. All right. You're welcome. You're welcome, South Sahara. I'm rooting for you. I know you got this. All right, Galactic. She's the manifesting queen. She was all like, nope, just got to hear what I got to hear, and I'm going to get what I want. All right, another update. I am having a great day. Thank you. I hope you are too. Let's get some good energies for Galactic. All right, what's the energy around Galactic and her person? All right, oh, you got the 7 of Cups too. Overall energy. So you got somebody thinking. Somebody's in their feelings thinking. I've got the Queen of Swords trying to do what's right. And I've got the World card. I've got the 3 of Wands. All right. So get over your insecurities of feeling rejected. Work on that. You're doing a good job. 9 of Emotions, 9 of Cups is here. You're close to wish fulfillment. But I got the 5 of Pentacles still showing up. So there is still some, you get upset feeling rejected sometimes. You got to be strong on that. I am chosen. Get strong on that. I have you, the overall energy is a 7 of Emotions, needing to make a choice. They're in their feelings. Queen of Swords for their position is showing me that they're thinking from a good place, logically, so they're not in reverse. The mutual energy, the kind of the challenge position is the World card, though. Stuck energy, like they're stuck right now with that 7 of Cups. They need to make a choice because there is a third party. The World card in this position shows me it's unfinished business, like they're stuck, but the situation's changing because you, the 3 of Wands, is showing that you're working really hard on the situation. Your work's going to pay off. Your ships are coming in. So it's on the horizon. So remember, the cards all have so many meanings, but when they're mixed with other cards, like the 3 of Wands can show somebody having the courage to move out, like I just said with Nas, but it can also mean your ships are coming in and you've been waiting. So don't give up now. You have a 7 of Cups energy for the overall energy, which is bringing your dreams, your fantasies down into reality. As above, so below. So you've got, and I don't see any negative energy here, just the 5 of Pentacles when I look underneath, and then I see the 9 of Cups showing me that you may still have some feelings of rejection that pop up or are getting in the way of your manifesting game. Yeah, Nas, I would definitely dive into the Scorpio if you want me to give you the dirt. I just don't want to give too much dirt online because then everybody know my secrets. All right. Carol, Taurus. My room's been filled with Tauruses today. Hi, Carol. All right. I would like to know if Joseph, he's a Pisces, will reach out to me and how he feels. He didn't respond to my last messages last week. All right. Hi. All right. So let's see. He didn't respond to your text last week. Let's see his feelings right now. I'm just gonna, I don't know, but like sometimes with these kind of relationships, if I don't know if you're in a third party, and another person shows up or anything like that, like I don't want to trigger anything. These quick readings can do that. But I did read somewhere that, like, I don't know. Has he done this before? I've got the Knight of Emotions here, the Knight of Cups. I got the Ace of Materials. I've got the challenge though is the end game, not sure what they want for their future. And you, the Three of Voices in reverse. So that's the Three of Swords in reverse. I don't know. I would look. Okay, we were exchanging a few texts and he just stopped. All right. Now, I don't know the whole situation. It's just funny that a lot of this Taurus stuff has been coming up. And one of them was Tauruses just don't like to text. And sometimes they'll just forget to text. Now, if this is a pretty decent communication going back and forth and there's no like game playing or anything like that, I would reach out and just say, hey, I just seen where you're at. All right. Because the Three of Swords in reverse. Oh, you're a Taurus too. You're the Taurus. I thought they were okay. Oh, they're the Pisces. Oh, so I got it backwards. I thought you would. I misread it. But the Pisces here is the I was gonna say the Knight of Cups, and it's saying the Knight of Pentacles too. So it might be moving slower than you want, but it's still moving in the right direction. So I would reach out again. Hi, Shishu. I love being called boss lady. The Ace of Pentacles is showing up in their position. The Ace of Pentacles is showing a fresh start. I already made my move. Yeah, gotcha. So there's where your stubbornness is going to come in. Things were going well. The cards are showing that things could still move forward. But I don't know. I hear you though. If I was left unread, I'm telling you right now, like if you want, yeah, okay. So did you feel foolish? You felt foolish. Like, I mean, if I'm speaking from my heart, if somebody left me unread, I'm honestly not going to reach back out. Unless I truly, but and it was for an invite. All right. Yeah. So the cards, all I can do is read the cards for you. And the cards are saying that it still could move forward. There's still an opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles. There's still an opportunity. Yeah. If somebody leaves you on red, I don't know if you're on a dating app or if you're dating other people. If they leave you on red, they're getting interest from somebody else for the time being. And and if like you're on a dating app or something like that, you've got to have a little bit more flexibility, because I know that's why I can't do them, because I'm just like, all right, next. I just have no patience for that, right? Because I'm not going to be left on red. But you have to be willing to be open and flexible to that when you're dating people in the dating scene. And that's why I'm still single. You know what I mean? So it's a block I have. I don't have patience for it. So that's why my advice for that, I don't know. I would love to give you good advice, because I'm wondering, I don't want to be an option. I know you don't want to be an option. But sometimes in the dating world, it could be somebody was talking to somebody else and then you popped in, and maybe they just had plans. And also I've been talking to people in the past, and I was like all ready and into it for the first minute or two. And then all of a sudden realized I was so super depressed and didn't want to be in a relationship, And then 2 weeks later, I'm like, oh, I wish I would have seen where that went. You know what I mean? I think there's a possibility. Your cards are showing there's a possibility. It might take some time. The Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups is showing up for you, and the Ace of Pentacles is showing up. All right. And it does show the Three of Swords in reverse, which can show in a love reading, it's a reconciliation. It's a reconciliation. So it could mean that hearing from them again. Yeah. Yeah. So, and that's the thing. It's like, I don't know how fresh this is. I don't know if you guys just started talking, but if there's no emotional investment, somebody leaving you on red, it's like, oh, it sounds good for the moment. It was fun talking to you, but I just got distracted. And it's like, that's where, like I'm telling you, I would be like, all right, you missed your chance. But the cards are showing that there's potential for them to reach out for you, reach out again. All right. Jennifer. Yeah, like if I don't respond to somebody's text, my phone is with me 24/7, but my phone's it's on do not disturb all the time, because I just have too much, with recording and everything like that. So I'll miss phone calls, but I see my texts. You know what I mean? There's been times like I will want to respond to somebody's text and then I'll forget to. So that is an honest thing, guys. I do that. But not to my like inner circle. You know what I mean? Or somebody who I want to be part of my inner circle. You don't leave them on red. If you're just meeting somebody and you're dating, there's a possibility if I'm not that interested, you get pushed down after all the texts come through, and I may forget to text you back. So I'm just trying to look at it from that perspective. But the first thing that comes to mind is that, I'm distracted with other things, so I'm not that interested. Doesn't mean that there couldn't be something. I may have lost a lot of good opportunities doing that. Yeah. It's just the name of the game. That's why I wish we all met in person and not through text. Because when you meet somebody in person right away, it's almost like instantly the connection you have with a person. And yourself whether or not you really like somebody. But through text and through talking, you can build Yeah, he initiated a second get together, then I flowed with the idea, and then he ignored. Yeah. Like I said, if you're in the dating scene, I've seen this over and over and over on my channel. If you're in the dating scene, you've got to understand that people are dating around, and it does not mean that they won't come back around. But if we're dating and we're not in commitment, where we have the right to stay open and date who we want to. The problem is people don't want to be 100% honest. And instead of saying, I'm going on a date with somebody else, I don't want to lose this opportunity with you, they would rather leave you on red. It's just trash. It's a game. It's a game playing. And that's why I have a hard time with it. But people are so willing to deal with it that it's become the normal. That's the problem, though. So somebody might not know that it's a bad thing to do, or they do internally, but it's so accepted. Jennifer. Just an energy check around my Taurus. Another Taurus, guys. And his feelings towards this situation. Any possible movement. I am a Pisces. Look at this. Another Taurus and a Pisces. Any possible movement. I'm a Pisces, Sag with, Sag stellium and Scorpio moon. So you're a Pisces sun, Sag stellium, Scorpio moon. Patience. But you are getting the Muse of Swords, which tells me the ultimate end game will be communication. So you will get communication. And the 9 of Pentacles is showing me success. So it's sort of, yeah, Tauruses are like, they must be really the hot commodity right now. Yeah. But honestly, I'm always getting a lot of people waiting on their Tauruses. So, you have communication. The end game is communication. All right. The energy is the Strength card. So that is patience. And it's showing this bond grows stronger over time. And I am seeing that they are holding back, because the Strength card can be somebody who's holding back, you know. The Temperance card is showing me your Sag sides, you know, temperance, patience, let things unfold. The energy seems to be good. There's the Strength card, and the Temperance card is all about healing. It's all about the patience and whatever's going on, you know. Divine timing's still working here. It's still unfolding for you. I do see you, though, the 8 of Swords. You're in your head. You're feeling stuck and trapped, and you're stuck with limited beliefs. So the more you're waiting on this, the more you're getting frustrated, and the more you're getting anxiety over this. Because the cards I'm pulling for you are, you're going to get communication. Just let it unfold. They obviously care about you or have feelings for you. You have some sort of bond here with that Strength card. You're the first one today to really get it as your person. All right. So the Strength card for me, when I get it as in your personal position, tells me that you're connected with somebody, that it's a bond that grows really a lot. It grows over time, and it gets stronger and stronger each time. All right. The 3 of Pentacles is showing me that things are going to work itself out, but there might be other things going on in their life that is at play. So there's many working parts. So whether it's a third party, whether it's finances, whether it's, you know, something else going on. All right. I don't want to name it. I don't want to say it because it's not showing up here, but it could be anything. But things will fix itself. Things will work itself out. All right. And I have the Ace of Swords showing me that there will be a communication, a breakthrough. And you know something? If you've got a feeling that they're dating, let them. I know this is one of the hardest things to do, right? But sometimes people need to walk away and go see what's out there, and go deal with what the Carols and the Frankies and everybody else out there and the Angel Eyes are dealing with. Then they'll come back around and they realize their truth. It's very hard. You're a Pisces. It's very hard for you. It's very hard. Very emotional. You emotionally invest super fast. And if they're talking to people, they're not in anything solid. Nothing came out that showed anything solid. All right. And nothing came out that even showed they were dating. So that's just you maybe getting in your head. All right. So, but even if they are thinking about it, it's not easy. And most people will go back to where they felt the love. You know what I'm saying? Transform. Yeah. What did you say? It's annoying when I see the message and then yeah. No. You don't want to be anybody's option. But we all have choices to make. You know what I mean? Like sometimes there was times in my life where, you know, I wish I made different choices. You know what I mean? We all make choices and then regret them sometimes. You know what I mean? We're all on our own personal journeys, and we're all trying to learn how to figure out what we want. So sometimes it's not that somebody's making you an option. It's that we all have this fear of missing out, or fear like there's got to be something more. But the journey is realizing that there's nothing out there that's going to fill us or complete us. So really, people might be thinking that a relationship is going to fill them, but people are looking for something more than that. It's just that it appears, it shows up as, you know, it shows up more in relationships because we're focused on it so much. Going off on my little tangent. I can already tell it's 3 hours, guys. I gotta get going. This is why I try to stop it at so much, because I'll be on tangents, and I've got 25 minutes. All right, transformed. Yeah, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. It's a hard lesson to learn, but love conquers all. All right, aqua. Oh, we got a fresh aqua here. We're getting away from the Tauruses. What are his true feelings for me? What's his sign transformed? Is it a Taurus or a Scorpio? That's all. Let's see. We've got my Aquarius here. What are his true feelings for me? Let's see what I pull for you. Now, I'm not always the best reader that comes up with the mushy-gushy feelings and stuff, because I have a hard time expressing my own feelings. So I do my best when I look at the truest feelings, just by looking at the cards. So when I show you the card, when I get the cards for you, look them up and see what feelings you get from it too. You know what I mean? So I know people always want me to dive super deep into like the feelings, but I just, I only know a few. I have them all, but I only know how to identify a few. All right. Well, you got the Knight of Cups. So there's romantic feelings for you. So I don't know what's going on with the connection. They may be open to expressing that to you sooner or later. All right. I do have the 5 of Cups in reverse. So it looks like they want to reconcile, or they're trying to get over something from, maybe they're getting over a breakup, or they're healing, or they're getting over a situation. And I have the Muse of Emotion, right? They're not 100% sure about long-term as the challenge, but it is showing up that there's deep emotions here for you. You got all the emotion cards, all right? And I see the Knight of Pentacles. It's just asking you to have patience. I know that's a word that everybody's hearing today, but the Knight of Pentacles, you know, if you put the work in and you have patience, that's the love that's going to stick around for the long haul. It's like passion. Fire, passion doesn't last forever. The chemistry burns out. So this is showing that it might not be moving as fast as you want it to, but it's definitely moving, and there's definitely a lot of emotions there. So they're very attracted to you. You know, there's romantic feelings for you. There's a deeper connection for you. Maybe they like communicating, or they did in the past about, you know, feelings. Maybe they feel bad. They want to make something right. The Knight of Pentacles is saying it's still moving towards wanting to fix things, or wanting to see where things go. All right. So that's what I got for you. You're it's all water and earth. All right. Taja. Taja, I know the feeling, the first holidays alone, and this is going to be tough for a lot of people. You know, even though I'm around family, I came home, I was around my family last year. I drove out to go be there with them. I don't like spending holidays alone too. And when you're single and you're around the holidays and you're watching everybody in relationships and everybody doing the thing, and I'm not married. I'm like, I have to pretend like I'm married. But in 8 years, it's your first one alone, and I know it's going to be tough. And but I'll probably go live so we all can spend some time together. You have tickets to go out Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. I will be alone. No girlfriends wants to go. Should I just sleep in? No. Or will I have a good time if I go? All right. I'm afraid of feeling more alone. All right. That's been part of my journey, is to be comfortable with being alone. That could be part of your lesson that you're learning here. Now, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be honest with you. Should I just sleep in? My answer is no to that, because it's never done me any justice to just sleep in, because that's my first thing I do. If I don't want to deal with my emotions, I put myself to sleep. I'll just go night-night. I'll be sleeping for days. I'll hoping my problems will be solved when I wake up. So sleeping in is just going to make you more depressed, because when you wake up, you're just going to feel more grumpier and lack of energy. So you need some fun in your life. You need fire. You need joy. You need something to inspire you. So doing something that you know will make you have fun and be inspired. All right. If you don't think you're going to have a good time being alone, I remember when I first tried to eat outside by myself at a restaurant, I never in my life would have done that. I hated it. I felt like everybody was looking at me and I just couldn't enjoy my meal. I eventually love it now. I'll go all the time. I'll just go get myself a nice dinner. I love I've gotten used to my alone now. I've gotten used to it. It's different than being lonely, because I actually do love being alone at times. But I was confusing it with being lonely. If you think it's going to depress you more by going out by yourself, don't do something that's going to make you feel worse. Find something to do that you know makes you feel happy, would be my Mr. Rogers type of answer for you. All right, like doing something that you know will make you feel happy. But if you go out, let's see the possibility if you'll meet somebody. All right, I've got the Hierophant here in reverse, so but the Hierophant is showing up. I've got the 5 of Cups showing up, and I've got the 8 of Emotions, kind of being alone, walking on your own, moving on. And I've got the 4 of Materials, the 4 of Pentacles. So I'm not sure if you'll meet anybody when you go out. And it's really hard to meet people around the holidays, because when you go out into holiday things, most people are with their family. And but on New Year's Eve, if you go out for New Year's Eve, the 4 of Pentacles is showing me that you're blocking your heart. So it's not like you're going to be open to meeting anybody. Mr. Rogers. You don't know Mr. Rogers? Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? Look him up. He's a Saggy, Frankie. What did I say? Oh, he's a Saggy. And you were, what was yours, Taurus? Yeah. So you're guarded, the 9 of Wands. So it's showing me that you're guarded, and that I'm not seeing anybody show up meeting for the holidays. So I'm not going to make a person up for you, but you know that anything's possible, and that if you've got your guards up, and if you're not shining bright in your Libra way, most likely you're going to block people from coming towards you. And so transform. So you're in a relationship. Yeah. So you got a lot of love there in that card, in that deck. So I'm almost 40 and I've never wanted marriage or kids until lately. Yeah. Well, we got Issa in the house. Maybe you and Issa. Yeah, walk around with a mistletoe on your head. All right. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. It was like a show for children in the United States. I'm surprised it wasn't shown in England, but he was somebody who was a real true spirit. Like, he was all about children, but not a freak. He was just I don't know. He was just awesome. But it was Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Land of Imagination. And he was one of the most compassionate, loving people. We don't have any Mr. Rogers anymore. People would label him as a pedophile. Thank you, Transformed. I don't like to move like Jagger. Don't. Yeah, but Taja, like, that's the thing. It's like, if we're in a bad place and then we go out and we want to meet somebody and we show up in a bad place, or we're depressed, we're blocking people. New Year's Eve, if you go out on New Year's Eve and you go out on a mission, I mean, I'm sure you can meet somebody, but no person was showing up on the table. It was showing me that you're guarded, and it's showing me the 9 of Wands in reverse. It's showing me you might not even go out. What is my Scorpio hiding from me? Oh my God. Patricia. Scorpios, what is a Scorpio hiding from you? What's their intention with you? A Taurus. Oh my God. Another Scorpio and Taurus. What is going on? What is going on? What's your Scorpio hiding from you? Use your highest intuition. I don't know the backstory here, and I know that Scorpios get a bad rap, but I can get in trouble for hiding the fact that I'm just didn't want to talk, and then somebody thinks that I'm hiding a big secret. But then again, if you feel like they're hiding something from you, yeah, you have a good chance, good attitude. Of course you do, Taja. Of course you do. That might be why the cards were pulling out just for you that way, because you got to shift your vision. All right, you got the Knight of Swords in reverse. So sneaky, their intentions aren't honest. I've got the High Priestess in reverse. All right, you'll know what's going on, but they could be hiding some deception from you. They're non-committal, and you want the King of Pentacles. You want the Muse of Pentacles. You want long-term commitment. They don't want commitment. That's what they're hiding from you. They're not ready for commitment. They're going to tell you. They've tried to tell you. Or they feel like they can't communicate with you because maybe they're not being honest about commitment. That's what I'm getting. Right? The two of Pentacles, they're not sure what they want for their future. So I ain't getting any like sneaky. I didn't get the Devil. I didn't get any wands. I didn't get any cups. I didn't get any kind of manipulation here. All right. So you've got to really do your own digging. All right. It seems to me that Scorpio just is going silent because that's what they do when they don't know what they want, or that's when they can't make a decision. They go silent. They don't want to, they don't, it looks like you want commitment and they may not know if they want commitment. But the High Priestess in reverse is showing me that there's no deception, like they're not being deceptive. Like it's giving me off a vibe like not being deceptive in a sneaky way, like a sexual way. Taja, let me pull one more card for you. Are you here, Taja, before I go? I got to leave, though. I'm going to pull one more card for you. All right. Go out with the best intentions on New Year's Eve and go out with being the best version of yourself. Open up and be happy. And it's like a miracle on 34th Street, right? God brings miracles. Queen of Inspiration, Queen of Wands. Be the Queen of Wands. Thank you, Neil. Yeah, I got my hair done today. All right, so the universe is telling you to step up into the Queen of Wands energy. All right, let go of your stress. The 10 of Wands in reverse. Let go of your stress. The 3 of Swords in reverse. Let go of your sadness and pain. All right, I see a Knight of Swords. You could have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini coming towards you unexpectedly. But you got to drop the pain, drop the stress, dress up nice. Ace of Swords, and you got a Leo energy. All right, so possibility of meeting a Leo or Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It could come in unexpectedly. You'll at least be talking to somebody. They might hold back a little bit, but you may find yourself communicating with somebody. All right. Merry Christmas. I know you're going to do this. You're going to have a blast. Yeah, I got my hair done today. She parted it down the middle, and I've done this before, but I haven't done it in a while, so it feels different. Mm-hmm. So that's everybody. And remember, I'll do Super Chat again on Friday. So if you want to get on the list for Friday, you can always Venmo, do the same thing you did today and get on the list, and I'll put you on the list for Friday after All Signs. But I will be on tomorrow for All Signs and membership. So for those of you in my membership, I'll do energy checks tomorrow. And thank you, Shay. Can I say your name? I'm sorry. I did not know my son's name meant gift in Hebrew. That was so cool to hear. He was a gift. All right, guys, I got to get ready. I got to go do my her name's Shay. So she was Shay, and it's spelled the same way my son's name is. And she told me her name meant gift in Hebrew. And that just brought like so much joy to me. You have no idea. I was like, I felt that because during that time period, and he almost didn't like, I struggled with giving birth, and he was a miracle. He's changed my life around. It is one of those miracle babies. And both my boys had their own, like there's their own story for each birth I had. And so Shay is a gift from Hebrew, in Hebrew. All right, guys. And with that, I hope you guys have an amazing night. Do your meditations. Yeah, Shay is a name, I thought, Irish name too. So, and I thought it was, that's where I was getting, you know, why it popped in my head at the time. I almost spelt it Shea, but his cousin, she had it spelled Shea. So I spelt it Shay. And I didn't know they're cousins at the time, but I don't know why I didn't spell it that way. I think I saw it in a magazine as AY. So I spelt it AY. And yeah. All right. So do your meditations tonight. Ground yourself in. Set your intentions for the new moon. I'm going to post the new moon meditation right now that Natalia did. So that will be up on the website. I'm going to post it right now. And so if you guys want to check out the Sagittarius guided meditation and sound bath, it will be up. All right. Love you guys. Take care.